Welcome back. We are so back with another stream, okay? So this is what, number 56? Yeah, it's number 56. Oh god, okay. Bro, that's like what? Is that like, I don't know, a year? I think is it the 1 year anniversary? Or, I don't know. Actually, I forget how many weeks are in a year, bro. Look, I'm stupid, okay? I'm sorry. But anyways, I got the notification, so that should be good. That should be good. People should start joining very soon. But, yeah, let me actually check when was my first stream. Let me put my brightness a bit higher. Okay, there we go. Let me see here. When was the first live stream? Where the heck is it? Oh, okay. My first Sonic live stream was right here. May 21st. Okay, so that was already okay. That's never mind. That's a very long time ago. Never mind. Bro, wait, I'm dumb, man. How many weeks are in a year again, bruh? Isn't it 52? I think it's 52, right? Hold on. How many weeks in a year? Yeah, it is 52. Okay, okay. I'm not that stupid then, I guess. But anyways, okay, look, it's been more than 52. My bad. We're a month off. But anyways, look, it's number 56. Right, we're here with another live stream, and it's gonna be fun. Okay, it's gonna be fun. Let me get this party started with the first video, which was, I think, a new YouTube channel we haven't checked out yet, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see here. Oh, of course, there's an ad. Which channel is this? Yeah, it's Chari5. I don't think we've ever checked out a Chari5 video, so this is my first time checking out this channel. But I'll wait like a few minutes so everybody can pop into the chat. But it's gonna be talking about the Knuckles TV show. Sean said to skip to 3:20, I think. Yeah, okay. Alright. Alright, okay. Yeah, Sean said skip to 3:20. Okay. Just go back a few seconds. Alright, there we go. Put the screen up. And we'll get started. Sup, Sean? How you doing? How you doing? I've been playing Frontiers again for like the 5th time. Also, sup? What's up? What's up? The 5th time, bro. I still haven't touched that game. Oh god, it's already been so long, man. Anyways, oh, I think hold on. I think my brightness is a bit low. Let me put the brightness a bit higher. Hold on. Let me see if my. Trying to see how. Okay, got a bit brighter. Is that bright enough? I think that should be bright enough. Should be fine for now. Alright, anyways. Yeah, let's check out let's check out this video. Was the Knuckles TV show any good? I haven't watched the Knuckles TV show, but we watched quite a few videos on it when it came out. So a couple of you guys said that it was mid. A couple of you guys said it was good. A couple of you guys said it was bad. But oh god, oh my god, starting with a long video. I didn't even know how long the video was, Sean, bro. I just looked at how big. Oh god. I don't I didn't know, bro. I didn't know how long the video was. But anyways, okay, yeah, we're starting with a very long video. Oh god, okay. Well, hopefully people start joining in while we watch this very long video. But yeah, let's check out if the Knuckles TV show was any good. So let's just get started because it's pretty damn long. Alright, anyways, let's go.
Ahead of the release of the third live-action Sonic the Hedgehog film adaptation, we got the long-awaited limited series Knuckles, starring Idris Elba as the titular character, Knuckles the Echidna, and Adam Pally as the returning character Wade Whipple, a local deputy from Green Hills, Montana, where the movies take place. The advertising for the show made it seem very promising, and like it would expand the world of the Sonic movies, though I did have my reservations about the idea. I suspected that they wouldn't change the character or the world too much in order to avoid any backlash from people who only wanted to watch the movies so that they didn't feel like they had to watch the show. It would have served as a cute little side story in between the second and third movies, and I mean, yeah, I'm kinda glad I was right about that. There is a huge caveat to my prediction though, and I'd like to go through the
Cheese, welcome. How you doing, Cheese? I said it was alright. Some moments were annoying. Ultimately, you don't have to watch it to understand Sonic 3. I see, okay. I got you.
show with you, explaining what my thoughts were as I watched it, because the reception to it has been pretty divided. And like, I understand completely why that is, but we should venture into the first episode so that you can hopefully see why. Obviously, spoilers for the show ahead. Keep watching if you've already seen it, or if you don't mind going through it with me. I'll try not to explain every single story beat and joke in this, but as the show went on, it was pretty difficult for me to not make note of a bunch of different things it was throwing at me. Though not by much, episode 1 is the longest of the 6, and it establishes almost everything we'll need to know about the show. As such, it's the one episode I'm probably going to go the most in-depth with, just because there's a lot to explain before heading into the rest of the series, so just bear with me.
One day, I hope to visit this cool ranch of Doritos.
The premise is honestly a pretty simple one, on the surface.
Andra, welcome. How you doing, Andra? Welcome. How are you doing? You watching a Knuckles video here.
Knuckles is getting used to his new life on Earth and continues to train his abilities, creating makeshift obstacle courses for himself. Honestly, and with the way he ends the obstacle course, I'm kind of reminded of the Illumination Super Mario Bros. Movie. Knuckles hurries home because he thinks the Wachowski house is in trouble, but we find out that it's just construction workers trying to repair all the damage done to it from the second movie, and I love that. It not only gives us a frame of reference as to when this show is happening, not long after the second movie, but also off the bat acknowledging its events and consequences of them. I feel like they'd normally just start us off having the house already fixed and not really addressing it beyond a "remember when you put a hole through my wall" joke? This first episode features cameos from Tika Sumpter as Maddie, the group mom, Colleen O'Shaughnessy as Tails, and Ben Schwartz as Sonic, and my first thought when I saw it all together was that I love how the characters look, despite the fact that they perhaps clash more with the live action than in the movies. Their designs have changed somewhat, but I by no means think that they look bad at all. James Marsden doesn't appear as Tom Wachowski, but his absence is explained by him being out of town, and fair enough. I'm glad they don't linger on it, but it does kind of feel weird that everyone, even Ozzy the family pet, is there, but Tom isn't. I love the characterizations, despite how different they are from the games. Sonic definitely seems like he's maturing from his role in the movies. He's still easily excited, but definitely seems to understand the gravity of Knuckles' actions. I should explain. When Knuckles arrives at the house, and given his movieverse characterization as a warrior, assumes that the construction workers are there to invade, and so deals with them, let's say. Maddie doesn't know what to do, and so goes to Sonic and Tails for advice, with Sonic telling her that he'll talk to Knuckles. Sonic understands where he's coming from, struggling to adjust to this new world, and already this is a nice setup, following a logical next step from the movies. Where it goes wrong is when Sonic suggests that Knuckles make himself at home, because the next morning, the house is in further disrepair because Knuckles has fashioned himself a version of the Iron Throne from A Song of Ice and Fire and a fighting pit where he plans to have Ozzy fight his greatest foe, the Mailman. Something to note already by this point is how many jokes they throw at you a minute, and something that remains consistent throughout the course of the show is that with so many jokes, a lot of them land okay, some land hard, and some just straight up crash. As a result of this behavior, Maddie decides to ground Knuckles, a concept which is clearly unfamiliar to him, but that he kinda takes on the chin. We're introduced to Wade and the premise for his role in the story, which is preparing for a bowling tournament, something that seems to be incredibly important to him, and oh boy does this take a turn. We're introduced to the only human character perhaps more eccentric and over the top than Robotnik, Jack Sinclair, who is on Wade's bowling team, and apparently some kind of bounty hunter? And dude, I completely forgot what the hell I was watching during the scene. Nothing even remotely Sonic related happens in it. It's just talking about how Wade isn't fit to be part of the bowling team and how he's being dropped in favor of a little girl. It feels like I hit the remote by accident and turned on something else that just so happens to also star Adam Pally. Weirdly enough, the show cuts back to Sonic and Knuckles in their room, and we get a little bit of information regarding just how long it was that Sonic was on Earth before the events of the first movie, having lived here for 7 years, which is kind of a neat thing to learn about. Nothing that really changes anything, it's just a cool little piece of trivia. Sonic explains all the different things Knuckles can do while grounded, which is pretty funny considering these are all things that a normal kid would be grounded from doing. Obviously though, none of these things interest Knuckles since he just wants to keep training. He pleads to his elders to give him some sort of sign to know what to do, and this is the first appearance of Pachacamac, who I'm only just now learning the proper pronunciation of, played by Christopher Lloyd, who does a pretty good job voicing the character. Rather, I think the voice fits the character. I'm not entirely sure about the characterization itself. It's a little too goofy for me. I also don't really like that he seems to be an actual ghost rather than a vision that comes from Knuckles' memories of him, because it gives him a weird agency that raises a lot of questions about his character. Nothing that ruins the show or anything, it's just weird that he has a lot of knowledge about Earth concepts like the Mets and how often they lose. Pachacamac tells Knuckles that in spite of his quest to safeguard the Master Emerald being complete, he still has more to do, and that he should seek out an apprentice to continue the legacy of the Echidna tribe, suggesting that Wade be his student. Why? We're never told, other than him being special on the inside, which, alright, I guess. I also loved reading through this newspaper article about Wade winning a Hot Pocket eating competition and about the many different eating competitions he's won. Pretty funny stuff. Pachacamac also mentions Wade's intention of attending the bowling tournament, and again, it's one of those things that makes you question how he knows this. I just feel like there was a better way to have Knuckles and Wade's paths cross, and also feel like there could have maybe been more weight to Pachacamac's role in his relationship to Knuckles, but this is the convenience we're going with. That being said, I do like the idea of Knuckles being tasked with this because it's a way to keep the spirit of his people alive, and it's something that I don't think we'll ever see in the games, but that I would love to see as part of a Knuckles storyline. It makes sense for his character, but I also understand that there might be a matter of sanctity at play. Knuckles asks Wade to let him join him on his trip, and though the subject of Knuckles being grounded comes up, it's just as easily dismissed, and the two are on their way to Reno, Nevada. We do the classic animated character as a passenger in a live-action car sequence, and we have some Knuckles puns which are lame, but Adam Pally makes them work. Wade's such a dork that I can't help but find how charming it is that he tries so much. They try bonding over music, and it goes about just as well as you'd expect. We're introduced to the antagonists of the show, Agent Willoughby, played by Ellie Taylor, and Agent Mason, played by Scott Mescudi, better known as the artist Kid Cudi, who performs the credits theme for the second movie.
Agent Willoughby, we've got a problem. Knuckles has left the Green Hill Zone.
Oh shit, the Green Hill Zone.
Bruh.
They're zones because they're monitored that way by Gun. I actually really like that. We also see our third antagonist, simply known as the Buyer, played by Rory McCann, and no, it's not lost on me that Knuckles was sitting on an iron throne and one of the bad guys is played by the Hound. One of the biggest bombshells they drop in the show as it relates to the rest of the continuity is that Gun has their own warp rings. I was shocked at that, but also like that it sort of implicitly explains that they're fully aware of creatures like Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. Honestly, I really like how their introductions were handled, mostly because they give us just enough information for now. I love that they've incorporated Knuckles' love of grapes into his live-action counterpart and gave us an accurate depiction of how he might eat them given that he has no individual fingers. Love that joke. Wade takes Knuckles to a bowling alley to explain why this is, as they call it, his battleground. They don't focus too much on teaching Knuckles the ins and outs of the sport, but you can tell that he at least gets it, and we get an insight as to why this is also so important to Wade. As kind of stupid as Wade's backstory is, interjected with an admittedly pretty funny TJ Maxx joke, it's rather simplistic and human, which definitely gives it charm. He likes to bowl because he used to do it with his dad, who abandoned him and his family one day, and the sport makes him feel at home. I think what adds to taking it seriously is Adam Pally's performance. His face may be stained with buffalo sauce, but he plays it so seriously that I genuinely believe him and can overlook that fact. And at this point, I'm left thinking that it is interesting seeing these two very contrasting characters team up. It extends beyond a fish out of water and straight man story. Neither are really the straight man, they're both silly in their own way, but can be the straight man when the scene calls for it. Their bond isn't even based on relating to each other. Honestly, I thought they'd use this moment to talk about Knuckles and his relationship to his father, but the scene is cut short when the lights come down and disco night begins. I think this scene also shows why these two characters surprisingly work together. Wade is always shown as a pathetic weirdo who nobody takes seriously. No one outright hates him, but the world definitely looks down on him. Knuckles, on the other hand, isn't socially conscious enough to know any better. In a lot of ways, he may not be as clumsy, but he's just as strange in this world, so he sees the potential in Wade beyond just being told that he needs to take him under his wing. The moment is interrupted when the gun agents show up and try to take Knuckles. It's funny that Mason's "Do I look like I need your power" is based on how it happened in the trailer for Sonic 2 rather than what actually happens in the movie. Holy shit, is Agent Willoughby a terrible shot. I feel like she had plenty of opportunities to actually hit Knuckles, and she just never does. I love that they're continuing to use the quills as a source of power for humans to fight against the Sonic characters. Particularly, it seems like Knuckles is, but it could be the Echidnas? I'm not entirely sure yet. Oh shit, okay, Wade's going to use one of the gloves. That was pretty stupid of them to just leave those there. The credits are very charming and capture a unique aspect of the 90s. Granted, Guardians of the Galaxy kinda does this too for the 80s. I just appreciate that it's not the same pixel art because it's a video game adaptation kind of credits. I don't mind when they do that, but I like that they went for something different this time around. Overall, episode 1 was fine, had a couple of laughs, felt surprisingly short. I had to check because I thought these would all be an hour long, not 30 minutes. From here on, I'm just gonna focus on scenes that stood out to me, and I'll do my best to contextualize where necessary.
Your last words will be a plea for a merciful death from the war.
Welcome, Alex. Welcome. How you doing? How you doing, Alex? Hold on. Let me read the chat real quickly. Okay, where were we? I am mad tired today, so outside of the advert compilations, I got nothing today. That's no problem, Cheese. Don't worry. Sorry to hear that, Cheese. Wanna get drunk? What a solution, Sean. What a solution. I've been a little sick these days, but I'm fine. I'm sorry to hear that, Andrea. I hope you get better very, very soon. What you got? Andrea, hope you get better. Corona beer. Oh, God. Okay. That won't get me drunk, but sure. Thanks, Sean. Damn. What you want, bro? Got any rum? I do. Word. Hello. It's your boy. Sup? All we're missing is KR. Yeah, where is KR? Wait, this guy actually talking about the series positively. That's new to me. And Kirby, but he's left us. Where the heck's Kirby at, bro? Where the hell is Kirby? Kirby died. Whoa. Man, this guy loves the show, lol. Now then, Gur, when's the Discord VC midstream? I don't know about that, bro. An hour long. Yeah, this is a very, very long video, bro. So sit back and relax, Alex. Get your popcorn and your beer and just sit back, all right? Oh, God. The dog will be wilding. All right. Let's check out episode 2 now. Let's check out episode 2.
Warrior known only as Wade.
All the cleaning supplies are in here.
Never mind. After the
You'll
ad.
need gloves and goggles for some of them. Any questions?
The bad guys show up, and yo, Ice Cap is a ski resort. I love how they adapt the different Sonic levels into these locations. It's not that it's necessarily clever, but I like that they function more as passing references that fans will appreciate if and when we catch them, rather than calling attention to it like, get it? Here's the thing you'll recognize. Oh, the credits for the last episode now serve as the intro for the show. I kind of love that. And I don't know if I've ever seen that before. And using the song The Warrior by Scandal is brilliant too, having used it already a couple times in episode 1. Wade shows up to rescue Knuckles, but he has to think of exactly how he's going to achieve that. I'm not gonna lie, this fantasy scenario feels entirely unnecessarily long, kinda reminiscent of the wedding scene in the second movie. It's not that funny, and it just feels like we lingered on it a little too much, and that's coming from someone who likes the wedding scene in the second movie. Interesting that Gunn has been studying Knuckles and creatures like him, Sonic, and Tails, but honestly it makes sense that they would. I wonder if that's going to factor into Shadow's backstory in the third movie.
Is that what you think? That I'm no one compared to the great Ivo Robotnik?
I think this is the first time they've name-dropped Robotnik's first name. And what I think is curious is that they pronounce it Ivo. I've always pronounced it like that, but apparently the correct pronunciation of that name is Evo?
My name is Ivo Gerskovich.
I think Tails mentions it in a Tails tube at one point.
Dr. Ivo Robotnik.
Okay. I'd be lying if I said that I didn't think the absolutely catastrophic fuck-up of Wade's plan didn't have me laughing my ass off. I think that, weirdly enough, that's how the comedy is able to shine in this. It's stupid, yes, but it's also so stupid that it can't help but make me laugh. It makes you wonder how someone came up with this material and didn't get the ideas vetoed. It does miss sometimes, just like the movies do, but there's a very particular brand of comedy to it compared to the movies. It's not an intellectual kind of humor, but more so comedy that gets you because it's not exactly predictable. I feel like a lot of generic movies and shows, especially ones with video game properties like this that you would think would try to be more child-friendly, have comedy where you can guess what the punchline is going to be as it's set up, but here, there are times there's hardly any setup, just punchlines you don't see coming. Like, dude, the way the fireworks go off in Wade's car is so fucking stupid, so convenient, that I can't help but laugh out loud. And, okay, I will say that they immediately pay it off with a joke you could see coming from 10 miles away as soon as the scene started.
At least she's still drivable.
To that point, I'm going to make a prediction, purely based on what we know about Wade and how stories like this usually go, that Knuckles will be freed by a massive mistake that Wade makes that just so happens to let him free.
And that's why I signed up for Gun.
Oh, thank God they're calling it Gun and not Gun. I'm not gonna lie, I actually did see Wade doing something with the condiments, and that's just by virtue of how the scene is framed. They didn't focus on any one thing, they just gave us a wide shot so that they could give us the information we needed for it to pay off. That thing with Mason's mom, yeah, no, not funny. I kept thinking there was a good joke coming, but nope, him getting interrupted in the middle of a fight by his mom is the joke. And don't think I haven't noticed that we're already halfway through this episode and Knuckles has spent all of it so far kidnapped and doing nothing. I like Wade as far as a loser character goes, he's not annoying to me at all, but we didn't really sign up for the Wade show, and that's kind of what it's feeling like right now. I think this is a good time for me to bring up the fact that I was bracing myself for this. A couple of days before the show was released, we had gotten some reviews for the series, most of which were incredibly positive, which made a lot of us very hopeful. But when you really read through some of them, you noticed that a lot of them really focused on Wade for some reason and rarely talked about Knuckles. Allegedly, some of the crew were even joking about how happy they were that Adam Pally was finally getting his own show. I think that if I had gone into this not knowing that, I'd be a lot more disappointed than I am. Wow, I'm kind of shocked. I was wrong. Wade actually saved Knuckles somewhat competently. Like, he still did something stupid, but he didn't rescue Knuckles by way of an accident that makes him look brilliant. I can't help but feel like they should all be dead, though. First time we see Knuckles glide, cool. Did we ever see him do this in Sonic 2? I can't remember, but I don't think we did. And while on the subject, another example of how this show does its humor in unexpected ways is during this reveal. Wade claims that he didn't know Knuckles could fly, to which he responds that he can't, that he can only glide short distances. Immediately, my mind thinks that some tragedy is going to happen as a result of this revelation, but nope, we practically smash cut to Knuckles landing safely and Wade eating shit in a dumpster. I didn't laugh, but honestly, on paper, that's pretty funny. And now they're just stealing a truck? Okay. Okay, but you know what I did laugh at though? They obviously can't just steal this truck. Wade points out that they have no keys, and so Knuckles' solution is to just stick his knuckles into the ignition and voila, the truck works. Like, what the fuck? Why? See what I mean? I could not have predicted that, and it's so stupid, I can't help but burst out laughing.
I don't know about you, but I am starving. Hey, look, a Burger Shack! Let's go eat!
Oh boy, what kind of bullshit are we gonna get into at the Burger Shack?
Bro. Oh my god, man.
Honestly, nothing. They sit down for a meal and have a nice chat about, of all things, perspective. And it makes sense that having merely escaped, Knuckles doesn't consider what just happened a victory, but Wade posits that sometimes you just gotta take things as they come. Even if it's not the way you would've liked, even if it doesn't look the best, a win is still a win. And Knuckles doesn't really push back on the idea, he's willing to see Wade's perspective. Not a huge deal, but I'm not a fan of how the exposition is dealt with between Willoughby and Mason about their relationship to the buyer. I feel like it could have been handled more neatly. I like learning that Knuckles is well-traveled, but doesn't really understand the concept of home. We sort of already knew that last part because of the previous episode, but it's not just because he likes going to different places. It's because he lost his entire family. And damn it, Adam Pally is just really charming as Wade. He's a dumbass, but he's not harmful, and I think that's what makes him work. And it's weird, but I like how their relationship very much contrasts with Tom and Sonic's. Tom is very much a straight man to Sonic's antics, but can be a little silly himself from time to time. Sonic can be a bit overbearing at times, but is always well-meaning. They're two characters that sometimes need to meet in the middle, even though it's not always easy. Wade and Knuckles, however, feel like they meet in that middle almost effortlessly, despite how different each other's personality is, because they're able to relate on very simplistic terms. Still though, I feel like we only ever get a taste of Knuckles during these conversations, whereas we learn more and more about Wade. And maybe that's just because we, as the audience, know Knuckles from the offset, but I feel like there's so much more Wade could be learning about him. So they're jamming out to Rock You Like a Hurricane, which is a nice bonding moment, but I really hope that they allow Knuckles to enjoy some hip-hop, since that's more his style in the games, and especially if they're listening to 80s and 90s beats, come on. Them going to Reno, I feel like the obvious joke has to be Casino Night Zone in some capacity. You know what's funny? The radio station they're listening to is called the Rock Zone, which is cute, but I don't think there is a Rock Zone in the entire Sonic series.
I'm sorry, Mom, but she sucks so bad.
Holy intro sequence, Batman. So, for context, Wade and Knuckles need a place to lay low while there's a bounty out for Wade, and he takes them to his childhood home where we meet his mom Wendy and his sister Wanda. And Wanda has this massive dick measuring contest with Wade, and again, this is an instance where I feel like I'm watching some random Netflix comedy, not a show based on a Sonic the Hedgehog character.
What is this sorcery? Wade? Wade?
Dude! Knuckles can like press some kind of SA charges, right? We get a Jewish joke about Wade's mom pronouncing Knuckles wrong, which, okay. I mean, she's not presented as like super Israeli or anything, and it's a common word in the English language. It's kind of funny, again, in that it's so stupid, but it also veers a bit too much on too dumb a joke for my liking. Okay, so it's Shabbat, which, for the uninitiated, is a Jewish tradition celebrated on Saturdays, seen as a day of rest and of religious remembrance, also known as the Sabbath or Shabbos. And Wade has this flashback to his childhood of his family having a Shabbat dinner, and it is just so batshit and goes on for a little bit longer than what you'd expect a traumatic flashback like that to go on for, that, again, I couldn't help but laugh at how stupid it was. Like, I sound like a broken record, but I'm consistently surprised that this show keeps making me laugh for reasons I can't see coming. There's a weird non sequitur about Wade making an excuse about saying Knuckles is Jewish on his mom's side and asking him to go with it because Wade doesn't talk about all the grapes Knuckles eats, and it's not exactly funny per se, but it's made funnier by the fact that the reason that even came up was because his mom asked if Knuckles was Jewish, with Wade fumbling to explain that he was, followed by Wanda doing the "I'm watching you" thing, which isn't funny at all. So it's almost like they tried to make up for that by having this continuation of the joke before it. It's so weird.
Everything looks so brown.
God damn it, that really got me because I really relate to that. Not that Mexican cuisine can't be colorful, but I'm just so used to food being brown, orange, or beige, so I can't help but laugh.
Where are the grapes?
They're in the wine, buddy.
Wow, I never thought I'd hear a joke about Knuckles, grapes, and wine in an official Sonic product, but there you go. Holy shit, I cannot stand Wanda, dude. This absolute child works for the FBI? This is the first character, I think, in this entire live-action universe I've actually disliked. Wasn't a huge fan of Rachel in the first movie, but she made up for it in the second one. Wanda, dude, I cannot stand. Okay, so, man, this sucks. As Wade's mom was describing Shabbat to Knuckles, I was kind of expecting this to be a kind of sweet moment where Knuckles learns more about human traditions, even if it is just from one perspective, about how the history of echidnas was similar to Jewish history, which could have been poignant, but they kind of reduce it to, oh, your people were wiped out? They try to wipe us out too. We're the same. Which, I mean, no, not the same, but I can kind of see how this could have worked if it didn't feel so reductive from a narrative standpoint. I get it, the Echidna tribe isn't real, but it is in this movie universe, and they're kind of just not properly exploring it, I guess, because we have to move on to the next joke.
Just vodka, soda, lemon. Neutral. Refreshingly simple.
Getting a whole lot of style for a little bit of money? That's Ashley.
Bro, what are these ads, man?
I think it's really telling that Gun is pretty much unknown in this universe. I mean, granted, in the games, it went pretty much unknown until Adventure 2, and they properly reveal it in the second movie, but it kind of hits home how underground Gun is as an entity when even someone who is tangentially related to the FBI isn't even aware of their existence. Wendy says that Knuckles claims he almost destroyed the world in order to protect the Master Emerald? Is it me, or were we not supposed to get that sense in the second movie? As far as I knew, all he wanted was the Master Emerald, not to destroy the world over it.
And I'd gladly do it again.
Okay, so this is a moment that by itself is not funny at all, but I couldn't help but lose my shit after Wade and Wanda are fighting at the dinner table like little kids. Their mom steps in to shut them both down, and then they do this wide shot of them all just at the dinner table, and Knuckles is just there, looking at them awkwardly like a guest absolutely would. This is not what I signed up for with this show, but honestly, I'm just along for the ride at this point.
I'm sorry, Mom. It is one of my words.
What the fuck is wrong with this psychopath? That's not in the script. I literally blurted that out the second Wanda stabbed Wade's arm with a fork. I can't believe that's actually a sentence I have to use to describe what happens in the show, but I also can't believe that's a thing that happens in this show.
Bruh.
Okay, so Wendy's kind of an asshole because Wade understandably gets upset that he just got stabbed and wants to remove himself from the situation, but she has to make it about herself and the fact that her husband left. Like, what, dude? I can't tell you how just fucking insane it is to me to see Knuckles the Echidna next to a Beavis and Butthead poster. Yo, another reference to Keanu ahead of his performance as Shadow in movie 3. And also, I love how the poster in Wade's room is for the movie Speed, which is the same movie Tom, Maddie, and Sonic were watching in the first movie. You know what's funny? Like, borderline legitimately humorous? Wade has a moment that, again, goes on for a little too long, where he tries to very unconvincingly suggest that he didn't know that his father would be at the bowling tournament they're going to, and that it had no bearing on why he was heading to Reno in the first place. And even though no human being would ever buy this act, Knuckles is so no-nonsense that it doesn't doesn't even register as any form of sarcasm to him, nor can he see that Wade is obviously lying. Like, that's the only reason this works. If any other character believed Wade, it would just take you out of the story so much, but it works here by virtue of who Knuckles is portrayed to be in this universe. Not stupid, just very naive. Wade grabs an old Discman and shows Knuckles his old mix CD and tries to explain to Knuckles what a jam is, and is confused when Knuckles says that he doesn't have a favorite song, despite the fact that he didn't even know what music was until like a few days ago. So, when they showed what Wade's childhood room looked like, I was bracing myself for a rather risque joke. Maybe something to do with a magazine or a poster. Nope, it was a cardboard cutout, and Knuckles calls attention to some white indents on the cutout, which Wade claims are from him hugging her too hard. Uh-huh. And then Knuckles points out, those indents are everywhere. I don't think that those are from hugs, especially not when this happens next to a cabinet that says Wood's Edge on it.
Okay,
I'm honestly
man.
kind of impressed that they allowed this
Okay,
joke to happen because, come on, pun not intended. There is just something so surreal about Knuckles the Echidna watching Pretty Woman starring Julia Roberts with a Jewish woman on Shabbat eating key lime pie. That's a sentence that I have to say to describe this show. This episode is just bonkers, dude. Okay, so a bunch of goons show up to the Whipple household to claim the bounty on Wade, and there's a scene with a guy wielding a chain who's about to attack Wanda, and in what is probably the only time she's made me even chuckle so far, she's just laughing in the dude's face, calling him a 90s looking video game character, which is a pretty spot on insult, but then he just absolutely kicks ass and is dope as hell with his chain. Knuckles and Wendy start beating the shit out of the two other goons, and having Wade's mom hold her own may seem out of pocket, but it was foreshadowed earlier in the episode when they mentioned during dinner that she knew Krav Maga. So she busts out the martial arts in a shot that's just going around the kitchen as the four of them fight, which is already badass by itself, but then they do it to the tune of Hava Nagila, which is just fucking hilarious. Also, I couldn't help but notice that Wendy isn't played by Stockard Channing during this fight scene, which, I mean, of course she's not. The woman's 80 for Christ's sake, but I was totally enthralled during the first go-around. I only noticed it on a repeat viewing, and it's pretty obvious. And as batshit as this episode was, it ends in a kinda sweet way, with the family and Knuckles just being thankful they're all there for Shabbat as they watch the last two candles go out on their own, symbolizing the end of Shabbos. It's a cute little ending that really makes Knuckles feel like part of the Whipple family, which, I mean, I didn't realize it would be so sweet, especially considering that he's meant to be part of the Wachowski family, but he just fits here more.
They were personal attacks!
The completely reborn Hyundai Santa Fe with an ultraviolet sterilizer tray. WA changes everything.
Exclusive toys for every moment and every age. Delivered.
It's very humorous to start the episode off with the house just being completely wrecked, and yet Wade's just having a good morning. I wasn't sure if Wade getting kidnapped was planned at all by Knuckles, but if it wasn't, it's in direct contrast to what just happened in the last episode where he saved Wade, so why is he suddenly of the attitude that he needs to save himself? That doesn't make any sense. It turns out that Wade's captor is Jack Sinclair, also trying to claim the bounty we heard about 2 episodes ago. We see that he's wearing the hat that people love to go nuts over for some reason. I mean, Jesus, it was only ever in that one OVA, calm down. I'm curious to see how that goes about, like how and why Knuckles ends up with it. Jack has this excellent joke about finding the cage he trapped Wade in on Facebook Marketplace of all places, truly the new Craigslist, and about how the guy he bought it from was a total weirdo, and I think the joke got to me because there's layers to it. For one, I love that no one verbally called attention to the cage itself. Wade was just sort of visually acknowledging it. Then, Jack says his line about the seller being a weirdo, which would make sense given, like, why would you have a cage like this to sell in the first place, only to realize that not only is Jack the kind of weirdo who now has the cage, but has decked it out in his own branding, and then they just kind of move on from it. It's delivered so well, like they want you to acknowledge what he's saying and what the joke is at first, but they don't want you thinking about it for too long because it's just funnier that way. But then he has this just bizarre rainforest cafe joke, I think. I don't know, I've never been, but it just feels so random, like I'm watching a sketch comedy YouTube video. Whoa! I just noticed that this episode is called The Flames of Disaster, which is a Sonic 06 reference. What? You know, it's very ironic that Wade points out that the story that Jack is about to tell him about the fable of the scorpion and the frog goes on forever, because there's a lot of scenes in this very show that are exactly like that. Funnily enough, you would expect that Jack is going to extend the fable because he's in the middle of telling it, but it's way shorter than a lot of the really overdrawn scenes in this show, and it kind of just feels like the writers are making fun of the audience at this point. The first act is pretty much concluded, and Knuckles has been in one scene so far, which, again, is just very frightening, I guess, because it just doesn't make sense to me why this show is so Wade-centric. Like, in a way, I kind of understand why that is. I just don't think that Wade should be the focus of it. It seems like it starts off as the Knuckles show, and then halfway into the first episode, it becomes the Wade show, with Knuckles as a secondary character, and even then, he's only in it sometimes. Okay, so Wade's trying to desperately escape the cage, and he gets a call from Knuckles, look at that, nice of you to join your own show, who tells him to enter a meditative state so that he can communicate with the ancient echidnas? What the hell? Jack shocks him, and I'm not sure if Wade is in a dream state or if he's actually having a spiritual experience, because he's meeting Pachacamac at the bowling alley, but he doesn't know what Pachacamac looks like, meaning that this must actually be happening, and, like, how did he manage to do that on his first try? Pachacamac reveals that this is Wade's own personal battleground in the sky, basically to mean his own heaven, and the fact that it's just a bowling alley is, I don't know, a little sad. While I appreciate a joke at the expense of Pachacamac's name, again, it's a sequence that goes on just a little bit too long, and I do think the joke suffers for it. Like, if you had it maybe once or twice, it could work, but when you just do the joke over and over again, it loses its charm because it insists on itself. And not only that, but Wade said his name correctly before when Knuckles mentions it in episode 1.
Pachacamac did for me.
Pachacamac.
He repeats the name effortlessly and makes a dumbass joke about his sister going to sleepaway camp there. Another form of comedy this show has sometimes, and this is really only coming up while on the subject of stuff I don't think is funny, is stating one thing and then the opposite happens. That's one of the most predictable forms of comedy, and while it can work sometimes, I'm not gonna pretend that it does often. So, Wade says that Knuckles must have sent him here to teach him the next lesson, and has Knuckles even taught Wade anything? I don't think he has. I feel like Knuckles has perhaps learned more from Wade, even though that wasn't even the focus of the episode. This is the second time I think that the show has left me speechless, with the first time being the one where he may or may not have jizzed on cardboard, but this time it's because the show is now presenting me with Adam Pally, voiced by Idris Elba, dressed up as Knuckles the Echidna in a sort of spiritual but also like maybe brain-damaged fantasy, where he's going to roleplay in a rock opera with Pachacamac guiding him through it. I don't think my mind can comprehend how anybody came up with this one, and no one said no to it. I will admit, I think it's a bit too bizarre for me to find funny. I don't think it's unfunny, I just think there are way too many moving parts in this setup. And now we're going to explore Knuckles' backstory through this rock opera, which is a funny way of doing it, but I feel like something of this nature could have been done in a more serious way. And it sucks that I have to say that, given that this is a comedy show, and I understand that, but it's like, I don't know, I feel like the show had something going early on with its more touching character interactions, and now we're just defaulting to doing this comedic material. And I get it, it would feel repetitive to constantly slow down the action to have a conversation where the characters relate to each other, and as far as exposition goes, a rock opera is a pretty creative way to do it. I just feel like the showrunners could have come up with ways around some of these concepts to still fully involve both characters and have some serious emotional moments that aren't undercut by the comedy. What in the absolute fuck? Why was Knuckles' dad a puppet for that one shot and then that was it? What were they on when they made this? Okay, so future Chari here, my fellow Project Shadowcast member Random Goon brought to my attention that this may have been a jab at Ken Penders, the dude that wrote and penciled a bunch of old Archie Sonic comics, a lot of them being weird, to put it incredibly mildly, and has the ownership over the Echidna characters he created despite being based on a Sega property, many of whom were related to Knuckles in some way. Something I think is kind of weird about showing Knuckles' perspective on the war between the Owls and the Echidnas is that his account just feels unreliable, given that Knuckles isn't here to tell it. Like, I guess we're meant to believe this is how it happened, but I also don't feel like we can know that for sure. It's worth mentioning that this also isn't exactly new information. This is stuff about Knuckles that we as the audience know, but Wade would have had no way of knowing. They do a cute little nod to Sonic 3 with Wade running through Angel Island Zone, very nice. But I also almost completely missed that due to the fact that Michael Bolton is in this now for some reason as the voice of Wade dressed up as Knuckles. Was there anything Paramount said no to? You know, other than including Knuckles in his own show? Okay, so he's going through a Sonic 2 style special stage grabbing rings in it, and then these like stage performers who you wouldn't normally see because they're wearing completely black morph suits are just pantomiming and holding paper mache buzz bombers with strings, and it's fucking hilarious just on a bunch of different levels because the rest of the stage is on full-on color, and so the performers aren't hidden at all. And this is where the Flames of Disaster part comes in, because now I think they're giving Silver's backstory to Knuckles? The rock opera is about him trying to find the Flames of Disaster, and now a giant fire creature has come out who looks vaguely like Iblis. I was not expecting that at all, and now he's on Facebook Marketplace. All right. Weirdly, Wade kind of just ignores the lesson that they're trying to teach him, which is not a good lesson in the first place because they try to tell him that Knuckles' power comes from his heart, but we never really see that. In the rock opera, Knuckles' journey had nothing to do with believing in himself or self-doubt or overcoming anything like that, so it kind of makes sense why Wade would think Knuckles' power comes from his fists. He wakes back up in the real world and tries to punch his way out of this prison, and it just makes the whole thing feel like a gigantic waste of time that really wasn't that funny. I will say that the payoff was that this is like the third or fourth time he's gotten shocked by touching the cage bars, and each time an automated voice has told him to not touch the bars. This time around, it tells him, no, seriously, please do not touch the bars. I gotta admit, that got me. Okay, what they do for Adam Pally dressed up as Knuckles gliding made me burst out laughing because from his chest down, he's now in a black morph suit, and then he just has a really tiny body behind him and his arms are sticking out with metal rods that he's holding. Not to mention that the footage is like sped up for some reason, and it's just a hilarious image. A little side note, I think it's interesting that they got Michael Bolton to sing about how Knuckles always had the Flames of Disaster within him because a warrior's strength comes from his heart, when he was also the dude that sang a version of I Can Go the Distance from Disney's Hercules, which has almost verbatim the exact same message. Which, if I may rewind for a little bit, the whole point of Knuckles' journey was to find this newly adapted version of the Flames of Disaster, which led him to the Iblis creature, only for him to find out that it was inside him all along, but why come here then? I don't know, this whole theme seems not entirely well thought out. Wait, that worked? Why did that work? Wade just busted out of the cage he was in, landed like Knuckles does, and he's completely unharmed with no more than an ow. Up until this point, humans in this continuity kind of still abided by the laws of physics, so that was just a really weird thing to have happened. Another one of the jokes that goes on for a little too long is when Jack Sinclair and Wade are like an entire road apart from each other, and they just have this constant miscommunication. It's not a novel joke by any means, but the way it's performed still manages to make it funny in spite of how overdrawn it is. Something that's funny in a pretty subtle way is that Jack Sinclair seems like this batshit insane bounty hunter, and when he pulls out the katanas you think, oh man, he's fully committed to killing Wade if he has to. And then when the time comes to it, not only does he not do it, but he freaks out because Wade is fully committed to beheading him. Like, it's not a laugh out loud moment by any means, but when you think about it, damn dude, Wade really was gonna kill that guy.
Stay 3 nights. Get 10,000 bonus points at Best Western.
Too many ads, man. Oh my god.
So another moment that got me really good was when Wade is saying hi to Susie's parents and is kind of apologizing for everything just getting out of control, and then is immediately interrupted by Susie's mom telling him to go ahead and kill Jack. I was not expecting that. I got a lot of these really laugh out loud moments from just the absurdity and the shock of not knowing something was going to happen. I will say that this is a pretty big character moment for Wade, and you really see a shift in him, I think. He's a lot more confident, and though it doesn't exactly feel earned, mostly because the rock opera sequence felt kind of pointless when you consider that this was a lesson he could have and maybe should have learned from Knuckles directly, I still somehow managed to feel happy for him. Although that is kind of immediately undercut when you remember that the hat and motorcycle Wade just won off of Jack now go to Knuckles, who literally did nothing to earn it. This was Wade's victory, but the spoils all go to Knuckles. Like, legitimately, he's in 4 scenes in this episode, one of which was off screen. At the beginning when Wade is kidnapped, he calls Wade to tell him to meditate, he's there when Wade comes back after his journey, and then he's the one driving the motorcycle in the last shot. That's what's frustrating about this being called Knuckles, because despite the fact that he is the most prominent Sonic character in this is not a show about him. We don't really learn a lot about him in this episode because what's told to us about his past isn't really all that new. Like, yeah, we learned that he fought a fire monster that may or may not be Iblis and discovered a power that we didn't know he had, which was the whole reason he was fighting the monster in the first place, but nothing about that story really changes our outlook on the character at all. And I get it, we're probably not supposed to because not everyone who watches the movies is going to watch the show, and I think that maybe that's the attitude they're having with this, but it just makes the character's inclusion in the show feel irrelevant and boring. Not only that, but in this episode, Knuckles is kind of a hypocrite because he lets Wade get kidnapped by a bounty hunter and essentially tells him that he needs to figure out how to escape the cage on his own, when in episode 2, Knuckles couldn't do that exact thing, needing to be saved by Wade. I've seen people cite this episode as the worst one, and given that I'm writing the script almost immediately after watching the show myself, I'm not exactly sure what elements people take issue with, but I suspect a huge part of it is just how little Knuckles is in this episode, which is a fair criticism. And while I'm disappointed by that too, I feel like the reason I wasn't a huge fan of this episode is more to do with all the things in it that don't make sense or just weren't executed well. I think functionally the episode is fine, as it shapes Wade's character arc probably more than any episode before it. It just does it in a way that prioritizes the comedy a bit too much, that it gets in the way of the storytelling for me.
Let's get ready to roll some bowling balls.
Finally, we get a hip-hop song. Damn, it feels good to be a gangsta. Probably would not have been my choice to represent Knuckles, but also not unfitting.
Kevin James is headlining here.
The mall cop?
Knuckles has not only seen Paul Blart Mall Cop and recognizes Kevin James as the man who plays him, but just has the biggest smile on his face when he mentions him. Dude just really likes Paul Blart. I'm only just now kind of realizing that Knuckles is out in the open here in Reno at the National Bowling Stadium, and no one seems to give a shit. Like, Sonic had to sort of lay low so that people didn't learn about his existence, and they try to keep a low profile in the second movie. To be fair, I'm sure there was some kind of national headline about some alien saving the world in Montana. I mean, how could there not be? Also, I was surprised to find out that the National Bowling Stadium is an actual thing. This is a place in Reno, Nevada where bowling tournaments take place. We're finally introduced to Wade's dad, Pistol Pete Whipple, who just seems like the biggest tool on the face of the planet, dressed up in nothing but the Union Jack like some magician Captain America-ass looking villain. It's honestly kind of over the top, even for something Sonic related. Like, Robotnik and Jack Sinclair's personalities were over the top, but visually their designs weren't anything too wild. Pistol Pete looks like a character that would show up in the Saturday morning Sonic cartoon, not a live-action adaptation of well, anything really. They do that thing where they give one character an earbud and then have another character speak for them. It goes as well as you might think, even from a comedic standpoint. It's nothing you wouldn't expect. Like, it's not even predictable because there's no punchline. The punchline is Wade talks like Knuckles does for a little bit. We acknowledge that it's weird, and then Knuckles gets distracted by a huge mascot that very vaguely resembles him, but that he says looks a lot like him, which, okay. I mean, the dude looks like a California raisin, but sure. Not really a funny scene. It's one of those that makes you acutely aware of just how many people are involved in writing for shows like this. Sometimes they don't even work as teams. Some write jokes for one scene, others for another. You know what's weird? Cary Elwes is the one playing Wade's dad, and as I look at them together, all I can think is that there's no way they're that far apart in age, right? It turns out that Cary Elwes is 61 years old, and Adam Pally is only 42. So it's entirely possible that he could be Wade's father. It's just that he doesn't really look that much older, and so it's not as convincing, I guess.
Tired of the tedious, time-consuming process of upgrading your applications?
Wade also keeps making this weird illusion that he and his dad are so much alike, both in terms of their looks and their laughs, and I don't know if that's supposed to be a joke. They obviously don't, and that fact by itself isn't funny. Like, think about it, right? Haha, get it? The joke is that Wade clearly misses his estranged father, whom he thinks he's very similar to because they're father and son, but we, the audience, can clearly tell that's not true. That's funny, right? It would be different if there were someone there to reinforce or dispel what Wade thinks, but the show kind of just rolls with it. Like, if Knuckles were completely on board validating what Wade was saying and seeing similarities where there were none, that would be way funnier. So I was literally about to ask about the gun agents because we have not seen them since episode 2, and I was starting to think that maybe we would never see them again. It took a while for them to come back, and the thing is, this show is only 6 episodes long, and we've only ever seen the main bad guy, like, once or twice. Speaking of which, the buyer starts info dumping on the gun agents, and though it's clearly exposition, it's exposition that at this point I almost welcome because we haven't really gotten anything new or very story relevant throughout the show. The buyer reveals that he not only worked for Gunn at 1.2, but that he worked for Robotnik specifically, who was the head of Gunn when it was a simple military ops program, and dude, that's such a small reveal given that it doesn't change much about the universe at large. but it's also just such a cool idea in my opinion. It recontextualizes a scene in the first movie where Commander Walters wants to bring Robotnik in to identify the issue Sonic caused, despite everyone else's objection to it. Of course he would want to bring him in and even look up to him a little bit. He used to spearhead the operation he's now a commander of. An element of his story I do find odd, though, is when he mentions that once Sonic came into the picture and at the end of the first movie, Gunn tried cutting all ties to Robotnik and anyone who worked under him, even suggesting that they went out and hunted them down. What's weird about it is that aside from Agent Stone, we never saw any other human work for Robotnik. And he even says,
"Human beings are unreliable and stupid, and I care very little about them. But my machines are diligent, relentless. You know what I love about machines? They do what they're told. They follow their program. They're everything to me."
At first, I thought they might have been alluding to Gerald Robotnik, but when the buyer mentions that all this went down after he met a little blue alien and lost his mind, he clearly must be talking about Ivo Robotnik. And right after that, Agent Willoughby starts to infodump herself regarding her own involvement with Gunn and why she's betraying them. She claims that she spent her whole life studying extraterrestrials, and after the gigantic mess Sonic and Robotnik caused in San Francisco in the first movie, she saw them as a threat and holds a grudge against Gunn for letting them just exist in their world, leaving their incredibly powerful sheddings everywhere. And honestly, I get it. It's not an unreasonable thing to feel, especially when you consider that after she raised these concerns, they basically punished her by demoting her to more office-type jobs where her responsibilities consisted of ordering gift cards and planning fake weddings, referencing events from the first two films respectively. The Olive Garden gift card that Tom and Maddie received from Commander Walters at the end of the first movie, and Maddie's sister Rachel's wedding from the second one. What I love about these references is how not in your face they are. I feel like a lot of properties of this kind would go out of their way to be hyper-specific so that you knew exactly what they were talking about, or even just straight up show you a flashback or something, but this show trusts its audience to not only have watched those movies, because why would you start with Knuckles, but also to remember them without having to be reminded. It's different from the beginning of the show when Sonic recaps the events of the second movie, because there, he's contextualizing the story before we start, and not necessarily for a laugh. It's kind of disappointing to me that her exposition kind of confirms that all the quills the buyer has are from Knuckles and not from the Echidna tribe. I just feel like that would lend more credence to the whole "I've been studying extraterrestrials my whole life" thing, unless she means another kind of extraterrestrial. I guess I should mention it now, just because it kind of wasn't that relevant when it happened in episode 2, but Agent Mason's whole backstory is that he used to fight in bare-knuckle underground fight clubs, and he joined Gunn as an excuse to fight bigger foes like extraterrestrials, where he no longer had to hold back or fight fair. And even though it's not the coolest or most detailed backstory, I appreciate that it's not overly elaborate, whereas Willoughby's is. Hers is a very serious backstory that you can kind of sympathize with, whereas Mason's is one that doesn't need to tie back to anything. Sometimes simplicity like that really works, not just because it reflects their characters' personalities, but because it feels a lot more genuine that way. Having both of them just be in it for the challenge could work, but would maybe feel a little convoluted as it pertains to their motivations. On the other hand, having both of them be in it due to a mutual hatred for Gunn would have maybe felt too convenient. Impossible and maybe even workable, but I feel like you then have to get into why all of the villains are working against Gunn. Having each of them have a slightly different motivation that ties them together, I respect it. I wasn't sure how much I liked that Willoughby infodumped right after the buyer had. It almost felt like too much exposition all at once, but what made it work for me was that Willoughby having her backstory be explained now makes sense story-wise. She's only recounting it because they're pleading with the buyer to give them another chance, and wants to show how passionately she hates Gunn and why. Mason couldn't have had this moment, and when he tells Wade his motivation, it's done in a slightly more comedic way, reflecting his personality. This is a scene that really works for me, and I wish the show had more moments like it.
BC is a great place to
Bro,
live, but we all know the cost of housing
how
is too
many
high.
ads, bro?
What if you could bring
How many ads? How many ads, bro? What the hell, man?
Segment with the ESPN dudes sucked. Not a bit of it was funny. Now we have a montage of the bowling tournament itself, which is exactly what I want to see in a Knuckles show. And a little visual gag that I thought was kind of humorous is that, again, Pistol Pete is just very overly English. His bowling ball is transparent and has a little teacup in it. I don't know why, that just tickled me a little bit. Some of these bowling team names are admittedly pretty funny. Actually, I feel like there's no way that they aren't actual real-life bowling team names. You got stuff like Balls to the Wall, Don't Give a Split, Ball Busters, Split Happens, Split for Brains.
Okay.
Just a bunch of replacing the word shit for split. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, at this point in the montage, which has already been going on for a little bit, I'm already so bored and just want to see Knuckles again. Okay, no, but seriously, at this point, I feel like the showrunners are just playing a prank on Sonic fans because this is still going, dude. I don't feel like I'm watching a Sonic the Hedgehog show. It feels like one of those low-budget sport comedies from the mid-2000s that your weird uncle remembers all the lines to. Right after the longest 3 minutes of my fucking life, more if you count the lame-ass ESPN Ocho bullshit, we cut to more Wade and his dad. Oh my god, I know that we just got a pretty great scene with the show's villains, but why do you feel like you have to make up for it with a further lack of the main character? He wasn't even at the tournament to watch Wade. What the hell? Oh, what? Suddenly he can't be in public anymore? Strangely enough, I think one of the best jokes so far in the show is during this scene though. They cut to Pistol Pete and Wade just sitting at a bar talking, and Pete reveals that he just finished telling Wade all about the birds and the bees, and he's surprised that Wade didn't already know about all this, only for Wade to admit that, nah, he knew all about it, he's just always wanted to have the talk. Not necessarily with his dad, all he says is that he's always wanted to have the talk. It's just such a funny setup that this is what they've been doing to catch up right after the tournament, and it's something that he didn't even need. Again, I feel like any other comedy would make Wade so infantilized that he genuinely wouldn't even know how sex worked, but I appreciate that they almost do a sort of anti-joke here. And it's immediately followed by a weirdly touching scene where Pete is just being a really nice guy, turning fans away because he's with his son, and seems legitimately apologetic over not having been in Wade's life for most of it. And as an ultimate gesture, he shows that he kept most of Wade's mix CDs. I was fully expecting Pistol Pete to be a gigantic swinging dick, and maybe this was the gotcha moment where he starts talking down on Wade or making fun of him and telling him that he has no chance of winning the tournament. But no, it never happens. Unless, of course, the gotcha moment is going to come later and he's just using the mix CDs as a sort of emotional manipulation, in which case, yeah, fuck him, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see where that goes. That's just what I'm predicting right now. But, I mean, like, really think about it. Earlier, we find out that Pete didn't even know Wade was going to be here, so he would have no reason to be carrying the CD case with all the Wade jammers. He even, like, wholesomely apologizes to Wade. Nothing is played for laughs. Everything is played straight, aside from the birds and the bees joke from the beginning. At the end of the scene, they do some excellent framing work where they pull away from a hug and you can see Wendy in the distance, who's clearly hurt by Wade reconnecting with his father, and it's honestly sad, like actually. She goes to his room and she tries to remind him how much it hurt when Pete abandoned them, how he's likely to do it again. And much like the last scene, no part of it is played for laughs. It's a very serious conversation. As well, we get a very mature exchange with Wade, who tells his mom that despite how she might feel about his father, he would still like to try and explore the possibility of them having some kind of relationship. All I could think of was how I wish more conversations in the show had been handled like this. Not all of them, I still think you can have laughs, but I just wish there was more of a balance. In the scene before, Pete had invited Wade to his sky lobby so that they could continue to catch up, and for a second, I thought they were playing a jazzy rendition of Casino Night Zone's music. Not gonna lie, I kinda wish they had been.
Listen, Wade, I am sorry for this.
Ah, there it is, there's the betrayal. It happened pretty much like I expected it would. Although, it doesn't really invalidate what I was saying earlier because it seems like this kind of just happened last minute. And to be fair, he apparently didn't require a lot of convincing from Mason and Willoughby, and kidnapping Wade's family was his idea, so don't get me wrong, he's still a huge piece of shit, but at least it seems like their interaction earlier was, in some part, genuine, even if he is a massive tool. Okay, prediction. I think I know exactly where this is going because Pete is telling Wade to give them Knuckles, but he doesn't call him by name. He calls him Wade's big, furry red friend, and given what we saw earlier in the episode about how Knuckles thought the California Raisin looked exactly like him, I bet that's gonna come back in some form.
Vector is turning online gamers into real-life players.
I would normally say Wade is an asshole for quite seriously not giving even a remote shit that they're pointing a gun at his sister's head and threatening to kill her first, but I kinda get it. She's been nothing but a bitch this whole time, except for during the montage where she was in full support of Wade, but other than that, she's just been a terrible human being. So, I'm really glad that I'm a Latino for the scene where they show Knuckles just chilling in his hotel room watching what I'm assuming is some fucking Telemundo parody, because they're showing, like, the final passion or whatever, and what's hilarious to me is that the voice on the TV announcing it is a text-to-speech that's been in use since, like, the late 2000s called Loquendo. It was very popular in Spanish online communities, and if you remember or
Microsoft Spam,
this was our equivalent to that. Loquendo walked so that
cringy TikTok AI voices could run.
Damn.
próximamente en el canal en español de Reno.
The episode ends with Wade giving up Knuckles and tricking him at the request of the bad guys to send him up to the penthouse suite where they plan to ambush him. He makes up an excuse for Knuckles to come with him, and another one to send him up the elevator alone, and Knuckles calls him his friend. You can see the pain on Wade's face about having to do this, and it's surprisingly effective. Like, I do feel bad for Wade because you understand why he's doing this, but it's also a little disappointing that there was nothing he could do to warn Knuckles. I was half expecting him to do something with his eyes or like some kind of hand gesture to warn him, and it never came. Also, you might have noticed something which admittedly I didn't even realize myself when I first watched this episode. Much like episode 4, Knuckles is really only there at the beginning of the episode and at the end of the episode. He's definitely in more scenes than in episode 4, but that's not saying much. He's there when they arrive in Reno and up until Wade and Pete initially reunite. Then we never see him again until after every major story beat has happened and he's just chilling in a hotel room. I love that in both episodes he's absent from, it's not even remotely because he was doing anything important. He was just hanging out while Wade did stuff.
Knuckles the Echidna. It's an honor to meet you at last.
Called it! I'm not entirely sure how just yet, but they do end up using the stupid mascot costume from the last episode as a bait and switch. Oh, damn, they actually did something really smart. So in the last episode, when Wade was talking to Pete, he had an AirPod in so that Knuckles could listen in on the conversation and tell him what he had to say. And they reveal that Knuckles had an AirPod in and was listening in the whole time. My only issue with it is that we never see Knuckles put an AirPod in the first place. During that scene in episode 5, we only ever see Wade put an AirPod in, and maybe because he only has one in, we're supposed to infer that Knuckles is wearing the other one? I don't know, it doesn't really work. It doesn't make sense why they wouldn't be at least a little bit more visually explicit here. In fact, the more I think about it, the less sense this makes. How would Knuckles have been listening into this conversation the whole time? The gun agents had to start a call with Wade, right? Otherwise, how are they communicating? And why would Knuckles still have an AirPod in? Did Wade think maybe something would happen with his dad and so Knuckles asked to listen in? I don't know, I just feel like Wade was taken by surprise and so this doesn't make any sense. I initially thought it was smart because they set it up earlier in the last episode and so the payoff was happening now in this one, but the problem is that they never established how these different moving parts come together for this surprise to work. How did they get the mascot costume in the elevator? Wasn't Knuckles going straight up to the penthouse suite? Did the elevator stop at some point and mascot dude got on? They had all the elements for something like this to work, even at a base level, but none of it was put together well. Wade has a really funny moment when he's rescuing his mom and sister where he admits that he's locked himself inside handcuffs so many times that Tom eventually gave him a master key. That's actually a really funny Deus Ex Machina that feels in line with the character in the universe. I especially like that the joke doesn't forget that Wade, despite all the progress he's made throughout the show and how competent he shows himself to be as a bowler, is still a pretty incompetent deputy. The sequence where the gun agents are getting sucked into the warp rings is really cool, although it's weird because the warp rings have never really worked like that. They've always acted as portals, but they've never sucked anybody in anywhere. But whatever, they've served their function narratively. Now I'm just left to wonder where on Earth they ended up, and it's cool that the rings ended up sort of absorbing each other and just kind of disappearing. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, there's a really good payoff in the scene right after that where Wanda gets free of the handcuffs she was in, all because she was too proud to let Wade help. During the action sequence, she tells him that she's going to use a technique where she has to break her thumb to get out of them, and near the end of the scene, it's revealed that she managed to do it, and her hand is comedically fucked up. But that by itself isn't what got me. What got me was Knuckles giving her a thumbs up, which she returns, but because her hand is all mangled now, her thumb is just dangling to the side. It's just another really good visual gag that's funnier to me the more I really stopped to think about it. Which is kind of surprising given that it's a payoff to a joke whose setup was another one that just goes on for a little too long. Okay, the ESPN announcers actually finally managed to make me laugh. They're talking about the rumors surrounding Pete abandoning Wade at a TJ Maxx, but instead of any kind of sympathy towards Wade or being scandalized by Pete, they take the time to bring up that no matter how you feel about the situation, and for the record, they're against it, the deals at TJ Maxx just can't be beat. And you know what this joke reminds me of? The fucking Olive Garden running gag from the movies. The first one had these weird product placements that were a little too specific and explicit, like Zillow and the Olive Garden. I feel like they were called out on it, and so they kind of leaned into it for the second movie, which was great. And with the TJ Maxx thing, I feel like it's an extension of that joke. And honestly, I can't tell if it is product placement or not, because here, they're speaking highly of it, but the rest of the show makes you think about it being the place where child abandonment happens.
I wish my dad left me at a TJ Maxx.
I've said it before, and I will say it again, this feels like a random sports comedy film that you would find the DVD for at a flea market, and you're just like, man, this looks like it could be funny. And I mean, it is, but you also kind of just watch it once and then never again. Where is Knuckles throughout all this? Like, seriously, it feels like a joke at our expense at this point with how little Knuckles there is just in this episode alone. This show is so Wade-focused, so focused on the damn bowling tournament and nothing else that it's hard to not be distracted by it. And I almost feel like the show was kind of made to see how many adult jokes they could get away with, because they straight up just say,
look at the balls on this guy. Oh, tit for tat.
It just feels like they want to say the naughty words, which can be funny. I mean, I was giggling at the team names earlier, but in this instance, it just feels crass and not related to anything that's happening at all. You know, other than the bowling. That still doesn't make it a good joke, though. We get a scene of Knuckles sitting at the bar where Wade and Pete were earlier, where the only two jokes in it are that he thinks this planet is weird because a dude in a mascot costume comes up and orders beer, and then asks the bartender for challah bread. We get a little bit more of the bowling tournament, and both Whipples are neck and neck. Nothing much else to say about it, but it serves as an excellent cut in between the last Knuckles scene and the next one, where we cut back to see that he actually did get some challah bread, and that's a pretty good joke. Oh, okay, the buyer's just here. I'm not gonna lie, it would have been really nice if this character had more of a setup. I mean, this is the first time he and Knuckles are even meeting. It's a shame because I really believe that Rory McCann could have made it for a way more badass villain had he been given more screen time. He honestly does have an intimidating presence in the show, but he doesn't do much of anything until now, except for, I guess, giving the gun agents the weapons to fight Knuckles in the first place. There's a moment where Wade is sort of confronting his father before the crucial last bowl that he needs to do in order to win the tournament, talking about how he was taught by the greatest warrior in the galaxy, who taught him all these things about how true strength comes from within, and the importance of the warriors that came before them, and it would have been a very meaningful moment had that actually happened in the show. I wish it had. Wade learns those things in Knuckles' presence, I guess, but there were times Knuckles wasn't even in the scene for Wade to learn these things. It almost feels like the show wants to convince the audience in the 11th hour that that's what happened, but it's not. In spite of that, though, it's honestly kind of touching when Wade does win the tournament, and I like that he wins after Pete fails to get a strike in the exact same way that Wade did at the beginning of the show, which cost him his spot on the team in the first place. It's kind of a small thing, right? Because despite the fact that the whole show was leading up to this moment, it has been pretty unpredictable so far, to the point that I wasn't sure if he was going to win or not, and what the lesson for that would even be. Even if he had lost, that doesn't take away from his growth, so when he wins, it does feel nice, and you feel happy for Wade because you feel like he earned it. I'm not gonna lie, I was confident that the fight with Knuckles was either going to interrupt the tournament before Wade was able to do his last throw, or that Knuckles would get knocked into the building, causing the last pin to fall, and I'm kinda glad that wasn't the case. It gives Wade a legitimate win instead of relying on making it dependent on luck, and leaving us wondering whether or not he actually would have won on his own merit. So Knuckles gets his power taken by the buyer, and Wade is doing his best to take a stand. Even though he's bluffing, this is probably the bravest we've ever seen him, and as the buyer approaches, Wade's mom and sister appear out of nowhere in a bowling pin car, which looks really weird from the perspective when it first shows up. They make it look microscopic and not even like a real car until they cut to the next shot. They hand him the gloves that Agent Mason used throughout the show, and I don't know how they did any of this so quickly. Were they carrying the gloves with them just in case? Where did they get this bowling pin car? Why would they have been prepared for a moment like this? Wade gives his heartwarming speech while Knuckles remains unconscious, and he's using the power of the gloves to throw bowling balls at the buyer, which I think is kind of cool symbolically, like they're kind of working together. Knuckles' power, but also Wade's heart through the bowling balls, which I just kind of realized might be a reference to episode 1, where Knuckles tosses a bowling ball and just destroys the pins, telling Wade that in due time, he'd be able to do that too. Obviously, not on his own, but it's kind of cool that they give him this moment anyway, and what I like about it the most in retrospect is that, again, they just let the moment speak for itself and don't have to remind the audience that the moment from episode 1 happened. I almost feel like moments like this are better served when you let your audience figure these things out on their own, rather than shove it in their face, even if the callback falls flat. At least if it does, it wasn't then also shoved in our face.
Meet the BMW of electric cars. The new i4. everything electric should be.
Oh my god.
I do have a problem with this moment, though, and it's Wade's speech. He's talking to Knuckles as if he'd been the one that just went on this journey, and as if he was the one that grew and learned from all this, when that couldn't be further from the truth. This was not Knuckles' journey, it was Wade's. And you could argue that Wade's talking to himself through talking to Knuckles, but I don't know about that. It genuinely seems he's trying to get through to Knuckles and convince him that he has a home on Earth now, but again, that's not what the point of the show was, so it just falls flat and seems very strange. I wish that had been an element of the show they focused on a bit more, since it was a huge basis for the very first episode. Knuckles conjures up the flames of disaster after Wade's speech, which, you know, you could have seen coming because this is the true power that comes from within, and it was a huge basis for episode 4, but having the technique be that his fists are on fire just makes me think of the maximum heat Knuckles attack from Sonic Adventure. It's probably the same technique, just with another name, which makes it extra weird because the flames of disaster are technically the monster Knuckles tried to get it from, but it makes more sense to say that Knuckles was on a quest to find the flames of disaster, rather than to say he was on a quest to find the maximum heat attack. They kill the buyer by dropping a giant ball on him, which I wonder if that was intentional given all the bowling. We come back to see Pete trying to steal the tournament trophy, which I'm surprised he didn't try to do while we were all outside, and we get just the most abrupt, we did it, fake out ending with an 80s ass freeze frame of them about to do a high five, and I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty lame and not even in a way that's particularly funny or charming. The show rolls some credits, but properly ends with them presumably heading back to Green Hills, and Wade suggesting they listen to a new mix he made, with the first song being the show's theme song. Knuckles recognizes that, as they were talking about in episode 3, this song makes him feel invigorated, pumped up. He recognizes this as his jam, and while it's cute, I don't really like how Idris Elba delivered the line. It just doesn't sound like something this version of Knuckles would ever sound like. Also, what's tough for me to accept during this moment is that this song is supposed to be Knuckles' jam, not just because it's not music that really makes me think of Knuckles, but because when you read the lyrics to the song, it's clear who it fits more. Knuckles technically does have his own theme song in the show, played at the end of episode 2, and while I can't play it for you due to copyright concerns, all you have to know is that it was one of 2 original songs composed for the show, the other being the rock opera from episode 4, and it sounds less like a Knuckles theme and more like what a Knuckles theme would sound like if Wade wrote it. And with the intro to this show being us flipping through the pages of a CD case with drawings and animations that show how close Knuckles is to Wade, the different ways in which they supposedly train, the fact that Wade's playing a different instrument in each episode's intro, and the fact that after we close the CD case, we can see that it says property of Wade Whipple, there should be no question as to who the main character of this show is, and it's obviously not Knuckles. Having said all that, what did I think about this show overall? Honestly, I had a fun time with it. Not every joke landed, but the ones that did landed pretty hard. I do wonder, however, if I only think that by association. Do I think those jokes are funny on their own, or do I think their comedy is exacerbated to me because I know this is an official Sonic show? While I feel like that's not entirely untrue, I do think that the show's comedy stands on its own for the most part, especially since there were so many times the jokes didn't even rely on Knuckles' presence at all. And see, to me that's the thing. I've seen people be very divided on the show when it came to reception. When the first reviews came out and the show was getting high scores, I was admittedly a little nervous just because I know a lot of the outlets that would cover stuff like this are part of general audiences that are not necessarily Sonic fans. Not that I think a lower rating would have meant that it would have appealed more to us, but what it said to me was that there was something there that appealed more to people who weren't Sonic fans, and while, please do not misunderstand me, I fully think that this is a good thing, I knew it had to mean that there was something in their mythology-wise that was sacrificed. It's a little suspicious when critics think that the first 2 movies are just okay, slightly above average, and then this show is kind of just being praised across the board. As someone trying to watch this show as a Sonic fan, I get it. I'm completely disappointed. The eponymous character is barely in the show, aside from in the first episode. The storyline is nowhere near focused on him. We barely learn anything new about him to enrich his character, regardless of whether or not it would have had an impact on the upcoming 3rd film. And worst of all, I don't think we would be anywhere near as upset about this if the marketing for this show had been more honest.
Most music apps have some kind of one-size-fits-all workout playlist. But the YouTube...
In my searches, I only ever found one poster that featured Wade on it, and it's not a unique one given that almost all the other recurring human characters have one just like it. All the trailers, featurettes, bumpers, they all implied that Knuckles would be the main character and the focus of the show. I've seen people argue that fans shouldn't be upset about this because we knew what the premise was ahead of the show's release. Knuckles agrees to train Wade as his protege and teach him the ways of the Echidna warrior, which I guess, in the strictest sense, is true. He does agree to do it, but that doesn't mean it ever happens. It would be fine if Knuckles was still central to his role in guiding Wade, if they had made it a point that, despite trying to teach him everything about becoming a great warrior the way he was taught and learned, Knuckles still manages to learn valuable lessons from Wade throughout their journey together, and I feel like that's what they were going for, but that's not at all what the end result is. Wade is going to Reno, and Knuckles is just there sometimes. Really, what training did they ever do together? Knuckles kind of just lets Wade be most of the time, and it works out fine. There's no effort from either side to train as a warrior, and ultimately it's kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. Obviously you want to market this as a Knuckles show because Knuckles is a recognizable and iconic character that will get fans to watch it. Marketing it as the Wade Whipple show, you know, that tertiary background gag character from the movies, yeah, I don't think that would have reeled too many people in, but it would have been more honest and accurate. And that's where I have to talk about being someone trying to watch this show for what it is. It's pretty decent. It's funny enough, it has some interesting and at times unpredictable premises, decent visuals, well done action sequences. Everyone's bringing their A-game performance-wise, to be perfectly honest with you. Would I watch it again? Honestly, yeah. I thought maybe I wouldn't just because of my opinion of it as a Sonic fan, but once you look past that, it's really just a show about people who now have to live in a world where incredibly powerful extraterrestrials exist and how their lives are largely unaffected by it. Even that as a premise is weirdly hilarious to me. It feels like the showrunners wanted to make a slightly different show, one with a lot of heart and hit or miss comedics, but higher-ups also wanted to make a Sonic spin-off, and so they kinda just meshed the two concepts together. And here's mostly where I stand on it. It can fail at being one thing, but still succeed at being something else. Am I bothered by the lack of Knuckles in his own show? Yeah, obviously. Are there things I think the show could have done to make the show more narratively engaging? 100%. Am I satisfied with the journey we got? Strangely enough, absolutely. I already liked Wade as a background character, and even though I thought that the premise we were being presented with was hilarious by virtue of who would be starring in it, I think this series does a good job at bringing a character like Wade to the forefront and making him lovable, which, and I cannot stress this enough, I did not sign up for when getting into this show, but even I was surprised at how effective it was. He's a nice guy who really cares about the people around him and overall just wants to prove to himself that he's worth something, and I do think he achieves that. I just wish that the character, whose name is on the marquee, had more of an involvement in the process. I almost wonder if they were worried about the journey changing Knuckles too much, but I don't think they really needed to worry about that. There are totally ways to incorporate the character, but not change him to the degree that it affects his personality in the third film. And it really says something that the guy who directed the first two movies and is directing the third only directed the first episode, the one that feels the most like a Knuckles show and the one that establishes the premise. I was excited to see that Jeff Fowler and Idris Elba were two of the executive producers of the show, and it made me think that we would be getting the show that was being marketed to us. I was a lot less enthused when I realized that there were 5 different directors across this 6-episode show, and while having multiple directors is completely normal for a series such as this, it totally explains why each episode feels so different from each other and why even certain aspects of the show feel disconnected from itself. The show has a style, certainly, but I also feel like each episode was tasked with feeling like its own thing, which in some cases can make a show feel unique and creative, but here, I think it makes it feel less cohesive. I think that there are a lot of things that could have made the show better, but by itself, it's not bad. Again, the biggest crime to me is feeling like the marketing is dishonest. Even the teaser we got right before the show premiered largely featured Sonic, Tails, and Maddie. And now that I think about it, I honestly can't remember what Wade footage we were shown in the trailers. I remember the scene from episode 1 where Knuckles tosses the Wade at him, the shot from episode 2 where he's getting out of the car, which was a fantasy sequence, and the shot from episode 4 where he's dressed up as Knuckles during a spiritual journey. I don't think I remember ever even seeing a bowling ball in his hand in the advertising.
Tim's new Infuser energy beverages, made with natural caffeine and flavors like blackberry yuzu and mango starfruit.
Hey everyone, this is Editing Chari here, and as I near the completion of this video, I wanted to step in and note that while I was collecting assets to finish it, specifically this part where I talk about how deceptive the show's promotional material seemed to be, I came across the press page for the show on Paramount Plus's website. It details synopses, cast, elements and their reasons for being in the show, and a bunch of things like that for online publications to include in their coverage of the show. And in it, I found a lot of things that kind of support what I've been talking about. For one, it seems like that observation I kept making about this feeling like a random sports comedy is by design. They wanted the show to give off that vibe specifically, and I just thought it was really funny to see that written out by people who actually worked on the show. Another element that rang true to my observations was Knuckles and Wade's relationship mirroring that of Sonic and Tom's from the first movie, and it was sort of modeled after them. However, as I read through the paragraph that detailed this, even this is trying to make Knuckles' role in the show seem more important than it ends up being, while downplaying Wade's role, and the rest of the page seems to continue to do this. Look no further than the episode log lines. These brief episode descriptions are mostly true, but leave out so much context. Episode 1's is so bare bones that it fails to describe the premise of the actual show, ignoring Wade's involvement in it entirely, even though he occupies like half of the episode and is instrumental in Knuckles' motivation. Episode 2's is only half true. Wade does plan an awesome rescue, but to say that Knuckles confronts his captors is a little deceptive, considering the only way he confronts them is by talking back to them and nothing else. Episode 3's is mostly accurate, but they present it more as Knuckles and Wade needing to hide rather than what the episode actually ends up being about, which is learning more about Wade's family and upbringing. Episode 4's is surprisingly perhaps the most honest, although I don't know that I'd say that Wade sees the world through Knuckles' eyes, more so he learns about his past by being forced to roleplay as him. At least they mentioned that it was a musical episode, I guess. Episode 5's is probably the worst offender because it says that they arrive at the National Bowling Championship, which, again, is true, but you're only describing literally the first thing that happens in the episode, which is not the core of what the episode is about. It's merely the setup for the rest of it. Episode 6's isn't technically untrue, but it's definitely a weird way to describe it. I don't know that their friendship is ever put to the test. It's proved, sure, but being put to the test almost implies that there's something they need to overcome lest their friendship be ruined, which just isn't the case. And you can tell that these log lines are desperately trying to make it seem like the focus of each episode is at least partially on Knuckles himself, but in most cases, they're not. The one time they seem to acknowledge just how Wade-focused the show is when they talk about how Adam Pally and Carrie Elwes had to train with professional bowlers to make their on-screen performances look legit. By starting the section off with, and I quote, "because a large part of the story is centered around bowling," which, like I said in the trailer section, I don't think general audiences would have known leading up to the show's release. They even have a section where they describe why they decided to include the ESPN The Ocho segments, lifting them straight from the 2004 sports comedy Dodgeball: A True Underdog Story, claiming that since they put the Easter egg in, they now both occupy the same universe, which... okay. Anyway, I just thought this was interesting and sort of supports what I'm currently saying about the marketing, going so far as intentionally and quite drastically downplaying who and what the show really focuses on, even to the media who was trying to report on what would become the streaming service's #1 most watched series, all under a kind of dishonest marketing campaign. So, to summarize, I enjoyed it overall, and there's a lot of really good elements in it. The biggest problem being that it isn't at all what anyone thought we were getting, and I can completely understand why that would make people upset at the show or even the characters. But, and I know this isn't easy for some of you, when you look past that and accept the show for what it is instead of being upset for what it's not, there's still something there. Does that mean I think you shouldn't be disappointed? Hell no. In a way, I still think Paramount owes us a proper Knuckles show, and you're totally allowed to have your own opinion about it. Just make sure to check in with yourself as to why you're upset about it, and try not to misattribute it to aspects of the show that aren't necessarily at fault. Do you think Wade is annoying by virtue of his character, or is he annoying to you because he's taking the spotlight of a character you thought would be the main protagonist? Because those are two very different opinions. And I think a lot of our perceptions toward media are influenced by what we think something should be instead of what it's actually providing. Because it's not giving us something we want it to or expect of it, we can default to thinking it fails at doing what it was designed to. And you can still dislike it even if it does what it was meant to do. Hell, you can dislike it even if it does that thing well. I just think a lot of people's discontent with the show stems from misrepresentations rather than the content itself. It's got laughs in it, it's got heart in it, and in the strictest technical sense, it's got Knuckles in it too. Stay safe and stay awesome, everyone.
All right. Damn, bro, that was a very long review. Oh god. Okay. All right, that was a review on the Knuckles show. Some pretty good points about it. Let me see here. Let me see here. Let's see. Okay. Honestly, same about the brown food, rice, beans, and chicken. Ooh, that sounds good. I could go for some vodka. YouTube, please fix your dang site. Bro looks good for his age, giving you ads like YouTube is grinding for an achievement. Lol, this guy is milking the revenue from this video. I love how much of a contrast this is to, say, Sam, who was in disgust during his reaction. Goddamn, he really is milking the revenue. Respect the grind. By the way, since he briefly mentioned the Knuckles theme song from the show, God, is it bad? Fidel's live reaction to it is actually hilarious. I don't think the reaction is online anymore, but don't worry, I have the whole thing. I'm just clipping it now. Bro, what are these ads? I love watching all the reactors' face when Wade jumped out the cell. Hello, Omega. Hello, how you doing? Hey, Omega, don't care what others say. I love episode 4 the most. Is this man really going through episode descriptions now? Episode 4 is my second favorite, to be honest. By the way, I think Sam's live reaction to the show might be lost media. I downloaded Fidel's because I thought it might go down, but I did not download Sam's, and I can't not find it anywhere. Why would they be lost? What do you mean? Like, why are the reactions long gone? Well, Sam did his on Twitch, and Twitch doesn't keep videos for that long. But had good points. G, just a question. What's up? I guess it did. Did you watch anything aside just Sonic? What does that mean? Like anime or shows? What does that mean? Gee, just a question. Did you watch anything aside just Sonic? Like in the stream? Is that what you're talking about? I haven't watched. What do you think? What? As much as I want Sonic to be the next MCU, I don't want it to go the same route as the MCU. Also, I sent Fidel's reaction on the Discord. Okay. Bro watched one video the entire stream. Yeah, I only watched one video. So am I allowed to watch this or would it get taken down, Alex? I am allowed to watch this, right? On YouTube? Hopefully nothing crazy happens or something. I should finish the Sonic concept I'm watching first, so Gur, when do we hop in VCA? Yo, June's just starting Metal Harbor. It's such a fire song. Okay. Yeah, should be fine. It's super covered up. Okay. Do you watch any shows on your own time? No, I don't. I only watch YouTube, really. I only do really watch YouTube. Yeah, that I don't watch any like Netflix and stuff. I don't have Netflix, so I don't watch any shows. I don't watch any TV. I watch sports. I do like sports. And then I watch YouTube videos. I don't think he watches Sonic in his own time either. Yeah, I don't watch Sonic in my own time. The only time I watch Sonic is with you guys, and that's not because I don't like him or anything like that, but it's just like, I don't know, I feel like I just dedicate my Sundays to Sonic and you guys, you know, so that's why. I don't know what I would watch in my own time about Sonic, because we usually watch those videos on Sundays or something like that, so it would probably defeat the whole purpose if I watched Sonic in my free time. But I should watch the movies. I definitely should watch the movies, and we'll play some more games soon as well. Yeah, lol, yeah, exactly. Is there anything better than the blue guy? That's fair, yeah. I mean, we watch so much Sonic content. If I was watching it in my own spare time, oh god, I don't know what we would do on stream anymore. Saving it and all, exactly. I mean, there is a lot of Sonic content, though. There is a lot, but I definitely don't want to just, I don't know, let's say if there's like a new ad or something, watch the ad and then come on stream and say, oh, hey guys, let's watch an ad. Even though I just watched it, like that would just defeat the whole purpose. He's just like me for real, but I do watch Netflix and Amazon Prime sometimes. Well, welcome, Odd Robin. How you doing? And that's cool. That is cool. That's fair. Yeah, I don't know. I never got Netflix, like, ever. Like, I've watched, like, shows, I guess, but not really. Because I never owned a Netflix account or anything like that. It was kind of just, like, people that I know or something. But, yeah, I don't know. Who the heck is this, bruh? Hey, Alex, be nice, bro. What the heck? Haha, hi. Sorry, Alex is very possessive, bro. He's a very possessive guy. Alright, anyways. Let's check this video out.
Who's this?
Hold on. Let me see this. Let me see this video. I always watch anime in my own time. My brother pays for all the streaming services. Otherwise, I wouldn't waste my time. Damn. Dub brother. Okay, that's cool. That is cool. Hi, Robin. Yes, hello, Robin. Welcome. And let's check this out. I have no idea what the hell's about to happen. What is this? What? All right, anyway, let's just check it out.
Hi, Mom. His mom? He has a mom?
Bro.
What's going on? Nah, that should be the theme song, bro. What the fuck? Holy shit. Oh, that's crazy, actually. That's actually insane. That is literally a Saturday morning cartoon. Okay.
So what? I felt like he somewhat enjoyed it, but he was also disgusted. I don't know, bro. I feel like Fidel just laughs, so it's really hard to really understand his emotions. But I don't know. Was he disappointed, or it seemed like he liked it a little bit, just a little bit, but then he is also like, what the hell? But anyways, okay. Alright. Ooh, Gwimly, I love Smelling Friends. I've watching your streams for a while now, but never commented until now. Okay, well, welcome. Hello. We don't mind if you do or do. I can't even speak. We don't mind if you want to or don't want to comment, but it is nice that people comment. I do like reading people's comments and connecting with everybody. Yo, Zach. Oh, Zach's here. Welcome. How you doing, Zach? I think he was just like, what the hell am I listening to? Okay, fair enough. Yeah. And acting like super into it. Okay. Gee, you know Marvel characters? Deadpool and Wolverine? I know them, but I don't watch movies or anything like that. So yeah. I think Deadpool and Wolverine are having a movie together. Is it a movie? Something like that. I know there's like ads of Deadpool and Wolverine. Something like that. So I don't know if it's a show or it's a movie or something like that, but yeah. IRC Sam was just mad confused at that song. Oh god. Like, exaggerated. Oh god, okay. Sam went on about how the lyrics sounded AI generated. Damn. I remember watching it. Yeah, a new movie coming really soon. Okay. Meanwhile, I've been here listening, but also window shopping for clothes online. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Cheese has his priorities, right? Wants to look fresh for the ladies, bro. I see you, Cheese. I see you. Anyways, what was the next video? That was a very, very long video. Oh god, okay. We need to get into these other videos here. How long is the next video? Oh, Pringus McDingus is back. Alright. Awesome. It's like a short 36 seconds. Where were we? There's a collab music video of them with idol group Stray Kids. Unless they're Sonic clothes, you don't need them. Exactly, bro. This next video better not be so long. It's 36 seconds, bro. I don't think that's too long, Alex. I gotta get that drip. Exactly, I agree. Throw away all your clothes? What you trying to make me do, Alex? What you trying to imply by that? I guess I'll suggest the Stray Kids song for Wednesday. Sounds good, Omega. Sounds good. Alright, let's check this short out.
Cease your staring, creature. Do not look at me.
I'm not afraid of you.
You should be.
And yet, here we are.
Okay. What the hell? Yo, okay then. Okay. Okay, I see. Okay. I felt some strange tension. I'm like, yo, why does this feel a bit off? But Cheese came to the rescue. Anyways, is either she was getting her head chopped off or the other way around. But Cheese came in. He's like, calm down, guys, calm down. Anyways, let's check. Oh, okay, it's only 6 seconds. Pringus McDingus is back, and this time it's only 6 seconds. Okay. Amy has something to say to us. You missed the video above the Knuckles review. Oh, I did? Oh, I'll find it. 1 second, Sean. And then replace them with Sonic replacement, of course. Oh, I got an idea for a suggestion. Have we done the Sonic and Knuckles series from the guy whose name I forgot? I have no idea, bro. Cream is legitimately terrifying, honestly. Fair. The animated series, goddamn, making up for a long time. Yeah. I don't know. Give me a second. All right, hold on. Let's check out what Amy has to say. You what? All right, let's see.
I can excuse racism, but I draw the line at animal cruelty.
You can excuse racism. So, what brings you here?
Wait. Wait, what?
I can excuse racism.
Okay, yo, wait, that didn't, wait, bro. That didn't clock in my mind. I'm like, wait, what? Yo, what?
I draw the line at animal cruelty.
You can excuse racism. So, what brings you?
Okay, I think that sounds like is it Brooklyn 9? I don't know. It seems like that's where this is taken from, or something like that. I don't know. So it seems like some Netflix show. But anyways, okay. Fair enough, I guess. I don't know. Looking at some hats and coats is all. That's a hell of a name. I don't know why I'm telling you, but I'm in a shower right now. Well, enjoy your shower, Zach. Enjoy. Oh, never mind. It's Community. Okay, I don't know. I don't watch Netflix, so I have absolutely no idea. It just sounded like one of the characters from like the Brooklyn 9 shit or something. Almost what I said last week. Hey, yo, Sean, community. All right, I knew it. You knew what? What do you know? Which video did I miss? Oh, this video. Oh, you're right, Sean. My bad. I didn't even know. My bad. All right, well, let's watch this then. Why the F is Zach watching the stream in the shower? I was gonna say, I threw it in the chat. Oh, okay. Well, Zach can do what he wants to do, okay? He can do what he wants to do. Community is standard television. Unless it's on Netflix now. I don't know. Okay, I see. Although, seriously, what is Zach cooking? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't question Zach. I don't question Zach. He is free to do what he wants to do. Alright. Let's check out this video. Sonic X Shadow Generations of Stages. Alright, let's check this out. Thank God we didn't have voice call. Oh my god, that would have been insane. Hell no, bro. Hell, you guys are trying to get me banned, bro. You guys are gonna do something to get me banned if we do voice chat, man. I don't know if I trust you guys. All right, let's check this out, man. right. Shadow being the GOAT. I love it. I love it. Amazing. Amazing, amazing. Alright. I do not need the Zack in shower intermediate experience. Not sure we needed to know that. Not the best rendition of Bullet Station I've heard, not gonna lie. Yeah, that wasn't the best. I do wonder if John has lost some of his creativity over the years. I mean, like, this Kingdom Valley is pretty nice, though. You do this stuff for 30 years straight, you gotta get to a point where you're just like, does it really matter? Shadow hanging onto an eagle like he's on a quest to find the American dream. Oh my god. Of course, of course. The American dream lives on. Alright, let's check out a song from Sonic Unleashed. Alright. Talking about America, I heard some news today that your boy, Sleepy Joe, he is not going to be in the elections anymore. That's crazy. That is crazy. I don't know who's going to take his spot, but that's the news that I heard in the morning. So, yeah. Seems like Joe is out for the count. He is out for the count. Your boy Trump got shot, survived, and now he's going to win the election, bro. Like, I don't think there's anybody who's going to come close to that guy, bro. I don't know, bro. But I don't know anything about American politics, so I don't know. Don't quote me, bro. Don't quote me, but yeah. What the heck is bro Alex? What? What? What even is that sentence? What? What? What the heck is bro Alex? Okay. What? Okay. Even Alex is just like, what? I heard, but I haven't looked into it. Yeah. Zach, you gotta get me out of there. Yo, what? That's crazy. That's crazy. All I have to say is I'm moving to the islands. I hate the politics in the U.S. Honestly, fair cheese. That is very fair. That is very a heated debate in America. But yeah, they go crazy with their politics, bro. What is the worst subject? Politics. Absolutely, I agree with you, Omega. I agree with you, bro. Alex, what the heck you talking about? Say what you want about Trump, but he has some street cred than most rappers nowadays. You're not wrong, bro. You're not wrong. Trump do be the man sometimes, bro. I can't even lie. I can't lie. But he definitely has some street cred. He definitely does. I'm leaving it at the door. Okay, it's good. Leave politics, bro. Leave politics. All right, let's check out Holoska Day Sonic Unleashed. I'm not even gonna lie, that was actually really beautiful, bro. That was actually really beautiful. It did give me a slight Christmas type of vibe, so I don't know if this is... I don't even know what the word means, honestly, but I don't know if this was happening during some sort of Christmas or wintry scene, but it does give me a little bit of a Christmas type of vibe. And but it was really nice. It was really just like a sweet, heartwarming type of song. I kind of feel like it would be like a... what is it called? Like a... the main... What is it called? Not main theme, but... I don't know, like a main lobby type of music or some shit like that. I don't know what I'm really trying to say. But anyways, it's really good. It is really good. I really like that. I really do like that. That was a beautiful song. Made me happy. Made me happy. Okay. Okay. Where were we? Yeah, that's for the best I got out of the shower. Congrats. Get back in. Many men wish death upon me. Nice to have you here, Zach. It's literally every single suggestion has been Sean so far. Yes, it has. Wait, the beats here sound familiar to a song he got here first come, first serve. Pretty similar to I Had Some Help. I'm not sure. I don't know. Not after I rewrite history. What are you guys talking about? Okay, lil bro. What? But what are you guys talking about? What happened? It's just been wild since I've gone, huh, dog? Who are we calling Tails? Hey, yeah, this is very Christmassy. White Christmas tree theme song, bro. The White Christmas dream is dead, bro. The dream is dead, Alex. I don't think the White Christmas tree is ever coming back. I'm sorry, bro. It's gone. It's in the snow world. Okay, there we go. For the hub. That's exactly what I was thinking of, bro. Exactly what I was thinking of. A snowy world, and that would be like the hub music. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Thank you for that, Cheese. Thank you. You read my mind. Holoska is literally in the Arctic. Oh, I didn't even know, bro. I'm not wearing clothes right now. I'm just sitting. Bro, Zach, yo, what is Zach on, bro? Anyway, I don't know. Do we gotta know that, Zach? Nah, I mean, sweet Zach. Alex seems very interested. However, you want to experience Gur's stream, I guess? Yeah, just don't be doing anything weird, please. Personally, I'm sitting on my desk chair, fully clothed, but like, you do how you want it. Yeah, exactly. But, just don't do anything weird, bro. Anyways, I think the next song is another Sonic Unleashed song, so let's see how this one changes up now. If I can enter it, there we go. No, wait, okay. Oh, never mind. We're back with Holoska, but this time it's the night version. All right, well, let's see if it's as beautiful as the day version. Let's check this out. Okay. Yo, what? Okay, now what you thinking, bro? Well, bro, what you thinking, bro? Bro, what do you mean? I'm not thinking of anything. I'm not thinking of anything. All I'm saying is just don't do anything weird. That's it, you know. What was this? What has this stream become? I don't know, Omega. I don't know. I'm watching this from the dark side of the moon, bruh. We're all asking the same question. No comments, okay? No comments. All right, let's check this out. Night version. Okay. Holy shit, bro. I think, honestly, I'm not even cap, that might be my 2 favorite songs from Sonic Unleashed. Man, that was just so good, bro. It made me feel at peace, bro. It made me feel at peace. Like, everything was, you know, just like, I'm just floating, you know, and I'm just like, everything is fine. Bro, that shit was beautiful. Oh my god. That is so relaxing. It's so good. It's actually so good, bro. Like, I didn't know there was Sonic Unleashed song would be that relaxing, bro. Like, I didn't know it would be that relaxing, but that was wow. That was wow. That made me happy. That made me happy inside. That was so good. I love that. Thank you for that, Sean. That was so good. I think there is another Sonic Unleashed song, I think. Let me double check. But yeah, that was beautiful. No, it's not. Never mind. It's not a Sonic Unleashed song. It's a Gmod video. Oh god, Sonic World Cup. Okay. Let's check this out. Okay, let me see what you guys have been saying. Hold up, I'm gonna suggest short video. I'm gonna send a short video. Sounds good, Zach. Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. I read that as like, I'm gonna record, then send a short, bro. Alex, bro, what are you thinking of, bro? What are you thinking about, bro? Are you in your feelings or something like that? Bro, are you good? Are you good, bro? Alex, bro. Are you in your feelings, man? Are you fine? Are you fine, my man? Oh god, this is my preferred one of the 2. Okay, that's fair, that's fair. I think both of them were beautiful. I don't think I can pick and choose. They were both so good. If I was drinking water, I would have spilled it all over my desk. Y'all are wilding, I agree. What the hell are you guys on? What did I do? Alex, you know what you did, okay? You know what you did. I thought I only gave alcohol to cheese. No, apparently Alex drank some as well. Zach's the one watching streams in the shower. Damn. Now imagine actually playing it. Oh yeah, Jungsu from Accidental Heroes singing with Zeebo and Bambers recently. 2 of them. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. I love that. I love that, Omega. Jungsu is so good, bro. I love Jungsu. He's so amazing. I absolutely love that Omega is just completely disregarding all the chat insanity and blissfully dropping facts like it's not happening. Yo, I like that about Omega, okay? I like that about him. Including some other idol groups. You want me to add this for this week too? Maybe. I have to still check out a couple more songs from Philip's album. And then you want me to check out, was it Jimin? I think you said Jimin? I'm so sorry if I'm saying it wrong. But I think one of the members from BTS. And then I have to check out, I think, a live performance as well. Maybe an Iris video this week. I don't know. Maybe not, Sean. I'll try, but maybe not. But Iris will come back soon. He will come back soon. But let's talk about that later. I am not fully clothed, bro, Zach. Oh my god. Alright, anyway, Sonic World Cup Gmod. Let's check this out.
Ramos turns there. Eigler scores! 2! Get in from Gonzalo.
2! Bro.
What's wrong, buddy? Whoa! What? No!
Wow!
This is disgusting.
Yeah, Pepe!
Now I'm serious.
Shut up!
Hey. Will you shut the fuck up?
Okay.
What?
I can't focus on setting up my tournament tryout with you yelling like a bitch.
Wait, oh well.
For the World Cup, of course.
Talk about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Yes, I did.
Oh my god!
Fuck no.
But why?
Oh, really? So where's your team then? You still need more people on your team.
Yes, what's wrong?
Okay.
Here is the address. Tryouts start this evening, so don't be late. But if you dare to embarrass me,
I'm gonna sew my ball sack to your mouth. You're gonna be talking like this. Ask me why. Why? Because my ball sack will be in the way.
Okay. Hey, yo! What?
Come on, aren't you worried?
Okay.
Oh well, well.
What's wrong? It's ready to begin. Yes.
Better kick things up a notch.
What's wrong?
Oh, no!
Please.
No!
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Leave it to me.
What are you doing, boss?
Ah, now look what you've done!
Well, you got visitors.
Nice.
No, no, no. Found it! M&M's for all fun kind.
Ah, Sonic! Out of my sight!
What's up?
Yo, Eggman! Just made it. Okay, let's go! Then let's get this started.
You really got it.
Fuck you! Fuck off, bitch!
Oh well, we don't have time to lose.
I expected more, Sonic.
Check this out! Yeah! Too easy.
How about new?
Okay, fine, Mom!
Get
not.
How about this? Here's one for the road, Sonic. No.
Get the fuck out of here, bitch!
Yes. Go away. Yes, get it. Exactly. What's wrong?
well, that was lame.
What's wrong? Yes.
What? All bark and no bite.
Welcome everyone to the tournament tryout for the World Cup. The match is gonna end after a team has scored a total of 10 goals. The team that does so will move on to the next round. This process will repeat until one team is left. Begin.
I am gonna stomp a mud hole in your ass and...
Nice.
Yes. Turn around. That went through.
Penis.
Help me! Help me!
Oh, what are you gonna do now, big boy?
Oh no! Revive me already!
Admit you're stupid!
Over my dead body!
Fine, I'm stupid. Okay.
Yeah! You are so small!
The fuck?
Yo, what's up? Heads up! It's all about speed! No way! Just made it! Ha-ha! Better kick things up a notch!
Well, that was unexpected. The match is now over. SGA's team wins and will proceed to the next round.
Sonic, my long-lost lover!
No sweat!
What's wrong? Yes. Totally. Yes.
Leave it to me!
Oh, shit! When she needs to be, she can go through the air and climb up trees. If you
Bruh. Okay.
Hey there, big boy.
Oh my god!
Sorry, I'm gay.
Fucking ring, ring, ring.
That's game. The winners of the tournament tryouts of the World Cup are SGH team. You were terrific out there.
Yes!
Not you, bitch.
What?
Your skills out there were phenomenal. I definitely won't regret having you represent me.
Whoa! What?
Yes, you will be representing me at the World Cup. That's the whole reason for this tournament. What do you think?
Yes!
You ready for this?
The word is out.
Yeah, but not you though. But you play like ass.
No way! Check this out!
What's wrong? Aren't you worried?
Sigh. Fine.
Yeah, boy!
But if you both lose this for me, I will cut off both of your balls.
Alrighty, job well done. Now let's get off.
Okay.
Yeti, roll yours! Roll it!
This is the field that you both will be playing on for the World Cup.
Roll yours! Let's win!
Yeah! Whoa!
Swing!
What did you say? Ay, 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 ay.
Notice me something! No! Okay, let's go!
Actually, Sonic here was one of the most skilled player in the tryouts. Here.
No, so much no.
Now, no need to get into a fight. You all could settle it on the field tonight.
What a dick!
Senpai's noticed me.
Yes!
Everyone get ready. They are about to announce us next.
Here we go!
Gotcha! Here I come! What? No! Whoa!
Welcome everyone to the World Cup. On this side of the field we have Team Portugal. And on this side we have the rival team from the tournament tryouts.
Yo.
So let's go over the rules, shall we? Whoever is the team that gets 10 points wins the World Cup. The rival team will start with the ball since they're away.
Go!
What?
Yes! Discriminate yelling quickly.
Oh, boo-hoo! What you gonna do, huh?
Yeah, baby!
Hey! Fix it! Bonk, 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 boy, boy, bonk! Fix it!
Huh. All right, bring it on.
Sonic! Oh, God! Ah, it burns!
What's wearing you? That went through.
I'll get you, bitch.
You just a bitchy bitch.
Yes, I'm sorry. I do not speak English. Okay.
Well, that was lame. Man, today's not my day.
Yes. Hey.
No. Aw.
What's wearing you?
Okay, let's go.
Yelling quickly. Yes.
Move, bitch! You serious?
Are you serious right now, bro?
It appears Ronaldo has fouled SG, therefore he is granted a penalty kick.
Fucking bullshit!
Okay.
Yeah.
Bruh.
No.
Are you shitting me?
Okay.
Oh my God! Yes! Yes! Wow! Oh my God!
Yo, man, what's up?
And that's game. Team Portugal are the winners of the World Cup.
I'm the best.
Aw. Oh, man. Yeah. Sweet.
Discriminate yelling. What's wearing you? You better really say yes. That went through.
You ready?
Yeah. Alright, that was pretty that was pretty cool. Oh man. Okay, that was pretty funny. I like that. Yeah. Ronaldo, bro. I didn't know you were such a meanie, man. Damn, bro. Beat the crap out of Sonic just to win. Okay. Let's see what's up next. Oh, we're up to the commercials again. Alright. Now we're getting into some cheese recommendations. If I can pause it for a second. There we go. Okay, Oh, you are fully clothed. Okay. Okay, I'm taking Wednesday and Thursday. Sounds good. Oh, God. Oh, thank God. Oh, we know. You can finish Felix requests. Now I know. I mean, now. Okay, that's me. At least we know Zach has bath. Okay, I swear I'm gonna stop now, bro. Although, seriously, this is not my fault. Okay, Alex. Sure, bro. Say what you want, but the finals of the 2022 World Cup was pure fire. I definitely agree with you. I was watching the game, Cheese. It was absolutely incredible. The just history was made that day, bro. History was. I took so many photos and videos of Messi winning, bro. It was crazy. For the first time after 3 months, finally, hey, it's the mall from Sonic Zombies. Do we get anything new on Sonic 3 trailer? At this point, I more care about the movie than the trailer itself. Oh, thank God I'm not the only person saying worse stuff here anymore. Not really. By the way, dude just sent the video at the spam channel. Sounds good, Zach. My guess is it's releasing at Gamescom. Damn, he's on the grind too. Dear Paramount, drop. Sean, what are we doing here? I don't know what I'm watching right now. What's really concerning is that Japanese thing she said in that high-pitched voice ends with, which means please give... Oh, okay. I'm not really sure. I want to know what came before it. Oh, God. Sonic carried. The Alfred clip. Yes, I did hear the Alfred clip as well. When hearing this theme in the movie, I'm questioning where was Sonic's theme in the movies. Funding the Gmod videos once again. Adventure era, probably the best finals ever. Probably. I don't know how many World Cups I've watched, but that 22, I mean, sorry, I can't even speak. That 2022 World Cup final, bro, that shit was insane. The back and forth at the end, I thought they were about to lose. I forgot the goalie's name. I think Martinez? Was it Martinez? I forgot. No, it wasn't Martinez. I forgot the goalie's name, but he made a clutch save. I think it was like, I don't even know, like the last few minutes or something like that. And if France scored, it was done. It was game over. And he came up with a clutch save. That was incredible. That channel was inspired by one of my favorites. Unfortunately, it has since fallen off. At least I can hope for SGA to make fire content. I see. But that was a good video. That was actually pretty funny. Sonic Adventure Commercials Collection. Let's check this out.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling the love. You feel the love. What's your name? Gary Payton, but they call me the glove. How you feeling tonight? Yo, I'm feeling the love. Feel the love, glove. I'm feeling Sonic. Yo, Sonic. Man, stay off the light speed.
My bad.
Sonic Adventure on Sega Dreamcast. It's thinking.
Come on then, right.
Play Sonic Adventure together on Dreamcast. Up to 6 billion players.
Next chart focus. Sonic Adventure is a gem. One of the original launch titles for the Dreamcast, Sonic mixes all that was brilliant about the Mega Drive platform classic with the incredible technical ability of modern-day consoles, and comes up trumps.
Game for sale.
Players can control 6 different characters who each have their own sections of the game, complete all 6 stages with all 6 characters, and the whole Sonic Adventure story will be revealed. Stages include adventure levels, action and exploration section, and mini-games like snowboarding. As you search the levels, you'll find lots of hidden stuff too that enhances your character's abilities. Bosses haven't been forgotten either, and some of the enemies are huge. There's even the ability to hatch other creatures, save them on your VMU, and breed them with your friends' characters. Then you can train them and use them later in racing games. Sonic Adventure is a must-have game for the Dreamcast. Still don't believe us? It's been in the charts since day one. You can't argue with that.
Sonic Adventure.
おいソニック、本当にやるのか？ああ。俺は冒険が大好きなのさ。
Okay, Sonic, go.
ヤッホー！ソニックはアドベンチャーが好き。ソニックアドベンチャー。
ソニック、本当にやるのか？ああ、俺は冒険が大好きなのさ。ソニック！
ソニックはアドベンチャーが好き。ソニックアドベンチャー。ドリームキャスト。
ドリームキャストが送る超大作スーパーアクション。ソニックアドベンチャー。この制作発表会を8月22日有楽町東京国際フォーラムにて行います。当日の君の声がゲームになるかもしれない。
Hello everybody! ソニック・ザ・ヘッジホッグだ。ある日俺は街で謎の液状生命体と出会った。カウスっていうのかこいつ。どうやら悪の科学者ドクター・エッグマンが一枚噛んでるらしいな。面白いことになってきた。エッグマンの思い通りにはさせないぜ。俺はソニック、ソニック・ザ・ヘッジホッグ。俺はナックルズ・ザ・イキドナ。物心ついた頃から理由も知らずマスターエメラルドを守り続けている。俺にとってはそれが全てだ。しかしある夜、一条の稲妻がマスターエメラルドを砕いた。そして中から謎の怪物が出てきた。なんだこいつは。このマスターエメラルドには大変な秘密があったんじゃないか。
ドリームキャスト。僕はマイルス・テイルス・パワー。ある日カウスエメラルドを動力に使った新型飛行機のテスト飛行中、エメラルドのパワーが強力すぎて飛行機は墜落しちゃったんだ。そこを助けてくれたのが僕の憧れのソニックだった。よーし、ソニックと一緒にカウスエメラルドを探すんだ。今度は僕がソニックを助ける番だからね。ドリームキャスト。あたしエミー・ローズ。ある日街を歩いてたらドクター・エッグマンの飛行要塞エッグキャリアが襲ってきたの。そこから逃げてきた小鳥さん。エッグマンの繰り出したロボットが小鳥さんを狙って追いかけてくる。よーし、絶対あなたを守ってみせるから。
僕、猫、ビッグ。大好きな親友のカエル君と一緒に釣りしてるのが大好き。だけどある夜、大きい音で目が覚めたらカエル君がカオスエメラルドを飲み込んでどっかに行っちゃうんだ。ちょっと待ってよカエル君。
B102 コードネームガンマ。ドクターエッグマンに作られたロボットだ。マスターの命令は絶対だ。邪魔するものは破壊。青いハリネズミは敵。だが本当にこれでいいのか。私のなすべきことは本当にこれでいいのか。
わしがこの世に並ぶもののない天才科学者ドクター・エッグマン様じゃ。見たか、これこそがカオス。カオスエメラルドを与えるたび強力に変身していく怪物だ。こいつを使って街を破壊し、そこにエッグマンランドを建設してくれる。破壊じゃ破壊じゃ。
勇気ある者だけがその結末を知る。駆け抜けろ冒険の地へ。ソニックアドベンチャー。ユーザー評価第1位獲得。止まることのない大冒険。 インターネットでも広がる遊び。
みんなやってるソニックアドベンチャードリームキャス
姉ちゃんもゲームやる？
最近私がハマってる音楽、ソニックアドベンチャーリミックス。
ゲームキューブ。これがソニック。危機百発ソニックアドベンチャーデラックス。ゲームキューブ。これがソニック。ソニックアドベンチャーデラックス。
Sonic Adventure sur Dreamcast.
Yo, Japan went all out for Sonic Adventure, damn, bro. They got like 20 adverts, one for each character, and then one of them of making of I think the soundtrack, it seemed like. Yeah, they went all out. Damn. Okay. That was good though. That was good. All right, let's see this video from Zach. Hold on, let me see. Let me put the screen up. I'm not sure what this video is, but Zach has a quick video for us here. Mbappe just wouldn't let it slide. Exactly, bro. The trades were insane. I agree. Sonic being a DJ is in character. Oh man, that portable Chow thing. God, I love Japan's voice actor consistency. With the exception of mostly recent things, they have the same voice actors for everything. The trailers, the anime, the games, all the same actors. Whereas in English, it's just a mess. Even the movies too, right? I miss Jason Griffith. Absolutely. Annoyingly, no. That's why I said except recent things. The movies have broken the trend. I didn't know Japan had that many adverts. Yeah, they had a lot. Damn, bro. For every single character, the soundtrack, them playing the game, a lot. Alright, let's see what this is about.
I think you're choosing who you like.
Oh no.
Back to the other side. Yeah, see? There you go. Alright. Which way? Furry or Cheeto legs?
There is really only one choice, Chad.
I choose my virginity.
Pissed as fuck. Okay. Sonic jumps off cliff, Chad. Based.
Okay. You know what? That's fair. That is definitely fair. Alright. Hey, I love these videos, says Sean. Alright, let me see. I think we have a couple more advert videos. The next advert was... Which one is it? Sonic Adventure 2, okay. Choice between Amy or Elise? I don't blame them. Alright, Sonic Adventure 2 commercials. Let's check it out.
Subject A. Good hedgehog.
Okay.
Subject B. Evil hedgehog. Introducing Shadow from Sonic Adventure 2. Now you can choose to be Sonic, the good hedgehog, and try to save the world. Or Shadow, the evil hedgehog, and conquer it. What kind of hedgehog are you?
Shadow is not evil,
Rated
okay?
E for everyone, only on Dreamcast.
Miracle! Sonic is a superstar. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
This is Super Sonic Hedgehog Combat. Good versus evil, strong versus weak, blonde versus brown, Hedgie. Go! Go! No!
Time to take sides. Choose your hedgehog. It's good versus evil. It's Sonic versus Shadow in the battle for Earth. Sonic on Nintendo GameCube.
Ok, eres un erizo, tienes superpoderes. Ahora hazte bolita y rueda. ¡Acción! Ahora, mi amor, y eres valiente, tienes miedo. ¡Oye, pon atención! Quiero que pienses en las posibilidades que tienes aquí. Enfrente del papel, por favor. ¿Qué parte de velocidad supersónica no entiendes?
El erizo apropiado es difícil de encontrar. El nuevo Sonic Adventure 2 batalla con la modalidad extra para 2 jugadores. Solo para Nintendo GameCube. Clasificado E para todos.
Siento haberte gritado.
De cualquier manera, te divertirás a lo grande jugando Sega Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Es una batalla entre Hero y Dark, jugada a escala global con los buenos de Sonic Team, Sonic, Tails y Knuckles contra los villanos Dr. Eggman, Rush y el misterioso erizo negro Shadow. ¿Qué más faltó al aceptar el reto de más de 150 misiones en 30 escenarios repletos de acción o batalla erizo a erizo con tus amigos? Pelea para salvar el mundo o conquistarlo. Juega Sonic Adventure 2 Battle en tu Nintendo Game.
En place pour le combat des hérissons supersoniques. Le bien contre le mal, le fort contre le faible, le blond contre le brun. Allez, allez. Non!
Choisis ton camp, choisis ton personnage, relie tes consoles avec un câble et connecte-toi à Sonic Advance sur Game Boy Advance pour une interaction complète. Sonic sur Nintendo GameCube.
GameCube.
ソニックと一緒ならソニックと一緒ならできる
モリモリ盛りだくさんソニックメガコレクション今ならソニックスーパーシール入り
Alright, that was Sonic Adventure 2. Alright, where were we? Gee, I want to give a request. What is it, Omega? Deceptive marketing. To be fair, you're not supposed to know he's not evil until you play it. That kind of the whole point. That's true. Oh no, the Knuckles bowling was a reference to this. Exactly. They saw this advert. They're like, yep, that's the whole Knuckles show now. That's what we're gonna do. Well, let's see what the next advert is. The next one is Sonic Advance Trilogy. All right. Let's check this one out. Is my screen up? Screen. All right.
Game Boy Advance. Miracle. Magical.
Yo!
Sonic. Sonic is a superstar. Sonic Advance. Game Boy Advance. Miracle.
Bro. Yeah.
Sonic is a superstar. Sonic Advance.
That's wild, man.
Game Boy Advance.
ソニックと一緒ならソニックと一緒ならできる
行くぜソニックアドバンス2今ならソニックスーパーシール入り Game Boy Advance
タッグで冒険
ドッグドッグ
タッグ
エッグ
そうこれこれタッグ
そうこれがハイスピード&タッグアクションソニックアドバンス3
Game Boy Advance 新しいソニックは2人で冒険だパートナーキャラとの協力技タッグアクションを使ってゾーンマップアクションステージを駆け抜けろついに登場ソニックアドバンス3
Sonic N, now on N-Gage.
Sonic N, maintenant disponible sur N-Gage.
En place pour le combat des hérissons supersoniques. Le bien contre le mal, le fort contre le faible, le blond contre le brun. Allez, allez. Non!
Choisis ton camp, choisis ton personnage, relie tes consoles avec un câble et connecte-toi à Sonic Advance sur Game Boy Advance pour une interaction complète. Sonic sur Nintendo GameCube.
Game Boy Advance
ソニックとピンボールソニックとピンボール声優ソニック君の負け自分のゲームなのにね
今度のソニックはピンボールソニックピンボールパーティー
Game Boy Advance
いつもの4人に事件勃発やるしかないのか激突はちゃめちゃバトルだソニックバトル
Alright. That was Sonic Advance Trilogy. I think the last advert should be this one, which is Sonic Heroes. Ooh, okay. Alright, let's check this one out. I love the GBA ads on Mega Man Zero, more like anime commercials. The time I thought Rockman Zero will have an anime, not the N-Gage port. Oh, this is the video included on one of the collection for the Cube. Okay, okay. Next up is Sonic Heroes, so let's check this one out.
Heroes, the city is under attack. We need your help.
It's time for some new heroes. Sonic Heroes. 12 heroes, 4 teams, one new game that never gets old. Premiering on Nintendo GameCube. Rated E for everyone.
GameCube.
Not just Sonic. Team Sonic. Sonic Heroes. Rated everyone. Now on Nintendo GameCube.
The city is under attack. We need your help.
It's time for some new heroes. Sonic Heroes. 12 heroes, 4 teams, one new game that never gets old. Available for the first time on all 3 systems. Rated E for everyone.
Under attack. We need your help.
It's time for some new heroes. Sonic Heroes. 12 heroes, 4 teams, one new game that never gets old. Available for the first time on all 3 systems. Rated everyone.
I'm playing a game with the big kids now. They're pretty good, but I'll show them how. I may not jump near as high, but with a little help, I can fly. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Dude, looks like you could use one of these. You can get into the action with one of these handheld Sonic games in every McDonald's Happy Meal. I'm loving it.
In 1991, the supersonic hero was born. Today, still wanted the world over, he works as part of a crack team, united in the fight against evil. If you have what it takes, and if you can afford them, you too can join the Sonic Team.
Rappelez-vous, en 1991, un héros supersonique est né. Aujourd'hui, il a besoin de ses meilleurs alliés pour combattre le mal. Unis, ils seront invincibles. Sonic Heroes, serez-vous à la hauteur pour rejoindre la Sonic Team? Sonic Heroes, disponible pour la première fois sur PlayStation 2.
Toi aussi, bouge avec moi.
Sonic est dans ton Happy Meal avec 6 nouveaux jeux électroniques.
C'est quoi ce nouveau jeu de foot? Waouh, on rentre direct dans l'action.
Hey!
À toi, Sonic. Sonic, t'as trop la technique. Retrouve Sonic chez McDonald's. 5 nouveaux jeux électroniques à découvrir dans ton Happy Meal. C'est tout ce qu'on aime.
Moi aussi, c'est tout ce que j'aime.
McDonald's has just gone ballistic with the Sega Happy Meal. Enter Sonic's world and help him and his friends conquer every obstacle thrown at them. So for the ultimate power-up, grab a cool electronic Sega game in your McDonald's Happy Meal.
Guarda chi è arrivato negli Happy Meal, insieme a 6 nuovi giochi Sega.
आओ चलकर हैप्पी मील खाए और मैकडॉनल्ड से सेगा गेम्स लाए
Tail Soccer, Sonic Skateboard, Rogue and Emmy Tennis, Dream Puff Flower Catch,
Oh God.
Shadow Basketball, Knuckles Baseball. जी भरकर फिर खेलें, खूब हल्ला गुल्ला मचाएं और दोस्तों को भी बतलाएं। चलो चलकर हैप्पी मील खाएं।
चलो चले मैकडॉनल्ड से
Sega Games लाएं।
I'm loving it.
Here we go.
Sonic Heroes! Alright. That was Sonic Heroes adverts. You guys have been spamming the comments, so let me see what you guys have been talking about. You know, playing Sonic Heroes after so long, it's not that hard. Sure, it's slippery at times, but once you get used to it, it's mostly smooth sailing. Yeah, to be honest, pretty much. I mean, it acts up when you don't know how to deal with some of the quirks, but it's really not hard to walk around. Here's the most recent game I've been playing. I don't play the actual Sonic games that often. Sean, have you seen the soundtrack for DNW? Iris Gugu song is on the list. And to be honest, yes, it's a bit slippery, but like, I really haven't thought it's that bad. The amount of problems solved by not holding the stick while attacking as Knuckles, and any controlling it does have, is just a matter of getting used to like anything else. It's so annoying when I do a move and they just go flying off the edge. That's been most of my deaths. Yeah, I don't hold the stick. I haven't Omega. I'll actually know I'm not making that joke. Not even I'm going that far. What? It's right there. Oh no, this. Oh, the peak adds Shadow Basketball. By the way, thanks for reminding me. Did you know Callan Quinn made a cover for the Iris song by the Goo Goo Dolls? What? Shadow be ballin', that's true. He performed that cover at my effing university. I don't know if I mentioned that. Yeah, I checked out his cover. I checked it out when I found out when I came to uni that Callan Quinn had just performed there 6 months ago. I was like, sometimes I think small world. What's even funnier is the Uni's TV Society, which I'm now the head of tech for, even effing interviewed him at the show and everything. If only I was there sooner. Oh my god. Did you tell your colleagues about his songs for Sonic? Well, I've mentioned the funny coincidence to my friends. Zebrahead also performed here. Gee, I'll suggest the last video. Sounds good. The fact you have those two performing there is way cool. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. What was this video? Alright, this was Alex's video. The Sonic and Knuckles show, a meal for two. Oh, thank God, it's your boy. Yes, it's finally your time to shine, Alex. Alright, let's see what this video is about. Let me see if the screen is up. Alright.
Well, I'll shoot your grandma!
I'll shoot your grandma!
Emergency! Emergency! Dr. Eggman has opened a restaurant at Downtown Station Square. Emergency!
Well, that doesn't seem that bad. Your mom's an idiot!
Well, this is... Siri, shut up! This is Dr. Eggman we're talking about. You know something's up.
No, it's true! And your dad watched... Well, hey, maybe he's decided to take up an honest profession. Your dad is a dickhead!
No chance. I'm booking a table right now, and we're gonna put a stop to whatever Eggman's doing.
Your mom gay, your dad gay, your sister gay, your brother gay? Do you know the way?
No, but Siri does.
Turn left in 2 meters.
Sonic, how do I open this thing?
What?
The window. How do I open the window?
There's a little button on the door. Knuckles, what the hell?
Didn't work.
Jesus. Knuckles, stop breaking the car!
How else am I meant to open the window? I broke the switch. God.
Knuckles!
I'm okay. Fancy, isn't it? Yeah, I feel a little bit underdressed.
You reckon? We're completely naked. I'm sure that passes as formal attire.
Oh, yeah. I can see your wiener.
Yeah, I can see yours. What the hell is that? There's 4 heads! What's wrong with you?
What?
That's normal for an echidna.
That can't be normal for anyone.
Google it. Google echidna penis. Google echidna penis. Google echidna penis.
And you, Mr.
The hedgehog?
Ah, Mr. the Hedgehog. A table for 2 right this way, gentlemen.
Eggman's up to something, I'm sure of it. Man, I can just smell the evil in the air.
Oh, sorry, that's just me. Really gassy recently.
Bonjour. Can I get you anything to drink?
Just a Coke, please.
A glass of your finest semen. Just kidding. A glass of your finest urine, please. Can I just get a refill of this? I love what you've done with it. Tastes like a beautiful meadow.
Water with flowers. Sure. And food, sir?
Yeah. Can I get the frog legs with a side of egg caviar?
And yourself?
I'll be honest, I can't actually read. I'll just have whatever Sonic's having.
I really don't trust this. Eggman's probably poisoned this or something. Siri, is this safe to eat?
Yes, the food is perfectly safe for consumption.
You know, I don't really fancy it now. Don't do that.
Do what?
Wink at me like that. This already looks like we're, everyone around us will think we're a thing.
Is that a problem? Am I not pretty enough for you? Okay, everyone, I would just like to clarify that me and him are not on a date. This guy here is a heterosexual. If you need proof of that, you should see the stuff he watches. Not a dick in sight. It's all lesbians. He's actually obsessed with lesbians. There's this one video with these 2 girls. One of them gets a cup, then squats down and takes...
Okay, Knuckles!
Yeah. Yo, my boy Shadow and Root, yo. Hey, yo!
Wait, hold on. Look at that waiter. Why is their tail so big?
It looks like a...
Looks like a rat. Oh, Jesus. Do you think he has rats working here? Is it okay if I speak to the manager?
Sure. Just 1 moment.
Sonic! Oh, and Knuckles? Are you two?
No. He only likes lesbians.
I don't only like lesbians. That doesn't even make sense.
Why have you got rats working in your kitchen, Eggman?
Well, they're clean rats, I can assure you. And they're all fully trained.
Hey, Siri, what diseases is this rat carrying?
Arenavirus, trench fever, capillariasis, echinococcosis, hantavirus, leptospirosis, salmonellosis, testicular cancer, the bubonic plague, toxoplasmosis, trichinosis, tularemia, Wales disease.
And where is your hygiene rating in the window? It's state law to display it at all times.
Simply forgot. Come on, Sonic. Simple human error.
If everyone is making the complaints, we're a little unpaid, to be fair.
Sergio! I never... I'll run this place how I want, Hedgehog!
Well, I'm going to leave a bad review on TripAdvisor. 1-star review coming up.
Oh, you wouldn't dare!
With rats in the kitchen and poor interior design...
You'll never get the word out! Sergio, get them! Ugh! That hedgehog will be the death of me!
Look at this. Down to 1 star now. Amazing.
You You called me a butthead.
Okay. Alright, that was cool. That was cool. Cool little animation. Yeah, Knuckles has some anger issues. But, yeah, seems like Eggman actually has changed his professions and is now becoming a restaurant owner. Why didn't he stop at the stop sign? Yeah, pretty funny. There's most of them, so we should definitely check out another stream. Sounds good. I do have relatives over, so I should probably go say hi to them. I've just been streaming and I have relatives over. That's probably not a good look on me, but anyways, it's fine. I had to go stream, okay? But Omega, you should give me your last video, so I should check it out and then go say hi and stuff like that. But pretty sure he was in the last Sonic Paradox. Yeah, he was. He made the To Catch a Predator short. Oh god, okay. Final video is Sonic 3 credits fan made by This Is Lorax. Sounds good. Let's get into this last video and then should be good for today. Alright, let's check this out. Also, turns out he's coming to Sonic Con UK. Don't know if you know this, but in Sonic movies, the end credits is being made in 2D animation games. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, well, let's check it out then. Let's check out this fan-made version. Damn, bro. Okay.
It's time to fix this timeline and save my reality.
Oh my god. Yo, okay, I'm liking this. Okay, that was amazing, bro. I like the song. I'm pretty sure it seemed like it was a song from Owl City, but I like the song selection. I like the end scene, and then in the end, I think that's what they did for movie 2 as well, where they teased that Shadow's gonna be in movie 3, and then obviously movie 3 is all about Shadow and stuff like that. So in this trailer, or in this credit scene, cutscene, what is it called? Credit scene, whatever it is, you have Silver in the end saying that Silver's gonna be in movie 4. Is that gonna happen? I don't know. I don't know, but it's a really nice concept, that is for sure. But imagine, Shadow and Shadow pops in for movie 3, and then you have maybe Silver and Blaze in movie 4. I mean, that'd be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. End credit or post credit scene. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm trying to go for. I don't watch movies, so I forget what the hell it's called. But yeah, that was really nice. That was really nice. Which I'm staff for, so I'm really looking forward to meeting him there. Just like the one you saw in Kid Cudi Sonic Movie 2. Song is by Owl City. I was really about to say this sounds like Owl City. Dang, they really went all out for movie 3. This song, Live It Up, is Smurfs 2 movie. Paramount hired Owl City for Smurfs 2. Even if this song sounds like What Makes You Beautiful by One Direction, kinda. And reminds me of other songs than that. Silver in the end. Bruh, fan-made, but really nice concept. I think the real credits for Sonic Movie 2 will use the Advanced Spirits. And yeah, that's what people hope. Nah, probably Metal Sonic or teasing Chaos. I mean Sonic 3. I really don't know what they're gonna do post-credits in movie 3, because like no one knows for sure there's even gonna be a 4th movie. That's true, but if this trend of it being very successful, and especially with Shadow being in the movie, if it's a hit, bro, they're making another movie. They're gonna make another movie, bro. If this shit slaps, they're making another movie. Did they say they wanted to make more movies? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Shadow has a great movie 3. I think they will make a movie 4. I actually like if they end with Sonic 3. Bro, you wanted to end Omega? What the heck? The new MCU. But yeah. Okay. I reckon if they're gonna stop numbering from 1 to 3, if they do. Maybe. Possibly. Yeah, I think instead of numbering it, they should have made it like a better title. Maybe this, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it could have been like, I don't know, the first movie is like, I don't know, Sonic and Tails. And the second movie is like Sonic and Knuckles. Third movie could have been like Sonic and Shadow or some shit like that. I don't know. I think numbering is obviously numbering is a lot more easier than putting characters into the title. I get that, but if they wanted to do a little bit more creative, just a little bit. I have some music updates for you. Nate Wants to Metal is back. Damn, bro. Okay, that's good. But he's doing cover songs with artist Dookie. Sounds good. I think numbering makes sense because it makes it really obvious what order you need to watch them to get good context. That is true. That is definitely true. That is true. But after 3 movies worth of it, yeah, they should probably come up with names, I guess, after the trilogy. After 3 movies. Maybe they come up with better names. They probably introduced enough. Probably. Sonic X Shadow Generations, the movie. So they might start making names. Possibly. It is true. It is possible. We'll see. That is true. G, you want to watch Jungsu with other ZB1 on the other singing together? I mean, we could. Sonic X Shadow, the movie. The title is in Korean, but I can give you the link to you if you want to react to it. I mean, we could, but I don't know. Even though Sonic is like a young teen in the movies, yeah. I don't know. It's interesting. I should probably watch movie 1 and movie 2. And then I definitely will watch movie 3 because it's Shadow. Come on now. I have to watch movie 3. I have to. It is necessary. It is necessary. Yeah, you really should, girl. I should. If not, I'll suggest Sueko songs. Yeah, we can give me the Sueko song that you want me to check out, and I'll probably make a video on it because I think it does have copyright or something on it. But I'll check it. I'll check it out. As I mentioned, I have a feeling they're probably dropping the trailer around late August. When is the movie coming out again? Did you guys say it was December? Did you say it was December? I forgot. It would probably be really good to have watched the first 2 movies before that. That is true. They're probably going to take their time after movie 3, or else people will get fatigued like with other superhero movies. Yeah, probably wait like 3 years or something like that for the next movie. Yup, it comes out December 20th. Alright, that's where we know what we're going to do December 20th, guys. We're watching the movie all together. We're going to watch the movie all together. Okay, when is the 20th? It's a Friday. It's a Friday. We're gonna hop on stream. We'll watch the movie all together. Did we react to one of his songs in the stream before? Maybe. I don't know. Probably. I can't remember now. I don't know. If there's no takedown, then it'll be safe. It's not gonna get taken down. It just gets copyrighted, and then I have to remove the video from the stream. That's why. I can't wait for the illegal girl stream in the cinema. Just with my Discord chat, my Discord buddies. Everybody join the Discord and we'll watch the movie together, okay? Bruh, I could just imagine Gru bringing his entire PC setup into the cinema for the stream. Okay, bruh. I'd have to book like what? 1 seat, maybe like 3 seats, I think. I have to book like 3 seats and then tell them to get rid of the seats so I can put my table. I don't know how the hell I'm going to show you guys though. How would I show you guys? I'd have to like, I don't know, turn the camera around or something. Everyone in the cinema be like, shut the F up, bro. Yo, I'm just being like those YouTubers that are just like, you know, screaming out loud, like, yo, Shadow. No, bro, they'll kick me out so fast. They'll kick me out so fast. We'll see what we can do for this week. Sounds good, Omega. I know you want me to check out, I think it was Jimin, I think you said. Jimin? Was it Jimin? I forget his name. But let me know, Omega. Let me know what you want me to watch this week. But yeah. Yeah, the cinema, man. The cinemas. I ain't been to the cinemas in, I don't even know how long. But it's been a minute. It's definitely been a minute. Yes, Jimin. Okay, Jimin. Okay. Stream from a stream deck. Oh, God. Are we actually just coming up with a plan now to make this happen? Is that what's going on now? We're actually gonna make this happen. You guys are gonna get me banned or something like that. Still looking forward to Live and Learn being in the movie. Yes, I do want that as well. I do want that. Now the Valve one. I changed the Sueco request. Changed the Sueco to request to what? Where were we? I promised Johnny that when it plays in the movie, I'm going to rip off my shirt to reveal full body, Crush 40 tattoos right there in the cinema like a rustler. Now, whether I'm actually going to fulfill that promise, who's to say? Oh God, Alex. If you do, we need a recording. We need a recording or it didn't happen. We need a recording, Alex, or it didn't happen. That's what I'm saying, bro. Somebody needs to go with you and record you. Come on now. With Extraordinary Heroes, sing with ZB1 and other idol groups. Sounds good, Omega. I would love to check that out. I really do love Extraordinary Heroes, man. They're so good. I love Extraordinary Heroes. That would be the funniest shit. It would be. But we need you to record, bro. We need you to record it. Did I tell you before, G? Usher coming Vancouver this November. Ooh, okay, that's interesting. I'm probably not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna be here in November. I'm gonna be gone for like, I don't know, 2 or 3 months, bro. I'm traveling. Your boy is traveling. I don't know if I told you guys, so I'm gonna be gone for like a little while. I'll make videos before, but I won't be able to stream for quite some time. So like mid-August and mid-September, I'll try to like crank, do a couple streams, because I won't be able to for like a couple of months until like very late November. Where are you going, Japan? I wish, bro. No, I'm not going to Japan, unfortunately. No, I'm not going to Japan. Hey, yo. Oh, shit, bro. What, Alex? All right. I might be coming to see Alex. I might just go to Alex. I don't know. We'll see. Alex, I'm coming for you, bro. I'm coming for you, Alex. G, banishing for months. Wait, repeat this. All right, so okay. Late August, I'm gone for 2 weeks. I'm gonna come back, I think, September 2nd or something like that. So like 2 weeks I'm gonna be gone. I'm gonna come back, and then we have like 2 weeks before I'm gone for like 2 months. So I have to make a lot of videos for those 2 weeks to make up for the time that I'm gonna be gone. So I'm gonna be grinding my ass for 2 weeks making videos, and then within those 2 weeks I'll try my best to do more than just the Sunday live streams, so I can talk to you guys a bit more before I'm gone for like 2 months. So that's what I was saying. And then every single Sunday, when I'm not going to be here, it will be a Sonic video. I'll make sure of that. Every single Sunday, I won't be obviously I won't be able to stream, but I'll make a Sonic video, and it will be something to do with Sonic and stuff like that. So you guys don't just I don't know, disappear because I won't be streaming for a little bit. But I'll still make Sonic content, okay? So you guys can enjoy that, and that I'll still be around talking to you guys in the comments. But that is about it for that. Okay, where was this? hiatus. You'll definitely have to get a video out for the movie trailer. Wait till Cheese finds out there's a rewind on the stream. Gonna blow his mind. Another rumor mentioned this week, the trailer comes out whether you already make videos or not on that day. Oh, okay. You have to make the trailer reaction. G. I will. When the trailer comes out, I'll make a video on it. Okay, I will. To be honest, the trailer reaction probably should be a video. Anyways, rewinding stream is inconvenient on my internet, Alex. Especially if you want more traction to your channel, because that's going to be huge. That is true. If I do want more Sonic fans to come, I do need to start making more Sonic videos, because not everybody wants to watch a stream. I understand that not everybody has the time to watch a stream as well. But if I do make a video on the trailer, hopefully it does somewhat good so we get more people to join us here. But, I mean, I'm going to be gone for a while, so they might still leave. But look, we'll see. I hope you guys, I really do hope you guys don't abandon me here, okay? I'll come back, and late November and December, we're going to go crazy. I promise you, we're going to go crazy, okay? We're going to do some crazy ass shit. Especially with movie 3 coming out in December. I promise you guys, we're going to do some crazy stuff, okay? I promise you. My final words to the ones I love, I'm coming back, so keep looking above. I'm doing time behind bars. I'm not going to jail, Sean. Oh, God. I am not going to jail, bro. Oh, that means you're still making video reactions? Yes, I will make video reactions, Omega. I'm counting on you to give me a lot of recommendations in September, okay? I need you to give me like, I don't know, 20 recommendations, Omega, or something like that, because I'll have to make like 2 months worth of videos in like 2 weeks. So I need a lot of reactions from you, or a lot of videos from you, Omega. I'm gonna count on you, okay? Ha ha ha, you could always release your Snapcube fan dub reactions at some point. Honestly, you know what, Alex, I'm gonna hire you, bro. I'm gonna hire you. You take over the channel, bro. I'm not even joking anymore. I need Alex to take over and actually produce some good content, bro. Yo, just take over my channel, Alex. Just take over. You can do what you want. You can do what you want. But that's actually probably a good idea. I should probably look into doing that as well. Yeah, but to be honest, you know, I'm usually more of a video watcher. Those also tend to draw a lot. Probably. I'll look into that, Alex. I'll look into that. No, the song that Jungsu with Adra playing is Boy With Love by BTS. What's wrong, Sean? Won't be able to sustain showing up forever. That is such a low-hanging fruit to get. Clout. I'll give the video, but I will give the other names of idol groups is there as well. Took me like, what, 20 streams to actually catch it? Wait, I'm so confused what's happening now, bro. Okay, Bat, give me the password, bro. I don't even know the password myself, Alex, bro. I don't know the password. Alex making reactions for me. Prepare for loads of them. I got you. Thank you, Omega. Thank you. Okay, we'll see what happens, bro. That I'll keep your password safe for you. I don't even know my password, bro. I'd have to look into it what my password is. But anyways, I can also keep all your money safe for you too. Well, you want my bank details too now, Alex? Is that what you want? You want my bank details? Just send it over. That's too many smiley faces, Alex. You're being too friendly now, okay? You're being too friendly. That's not good. Yeah, I don't know about that one, bro. But we'll see. Yeah. Okay, but that's later on. We still have some time before I am gone. And, yeah. But we'll see what happens. For now, we still got a couple of streams, okay? We still got a couple of streams before I am gone for a little bit. Good God, I need to sleep. Yes, you do. Yes. Okay, it's time to end the stream, guys. Okay, it's time to end the stream. Thank you guys for everybody for joining. Thank you for the recommendations. I had a really fun time. I hope you guys had a fun time as well. And let's see here. It's 1:15 a.m. here. Oh God, I'm sorry, Alex. I'm sorry. No taxation without representation, Alex. Oh my God, the eagle. Not the eagle. Oh God. Alright. You guys go to sleep or go get some food, or just enjoy life. That's going to be the end of the stream for today. And yeah, we'll talk more next stream. But that was really fun. Okay, that was really fun. Easy. What's easy cheese? That was fun. Be seeing y'all soon. Sounds good, Sean. Thank you for the recommendations once again. G, use the title suggestion I'll give later when you react to the performance I mentioned. Okay, thanks everyone. Sounds good, Omega. I will. Thank you. And I shall see everybody soon once again. So everybody have a great night or a great day. And enjoy life. Have fun. And take care as well. Goodbye for now. I'm going to do my 10-second countdown. Playing for Sonic 3 trailer this week. Sounds good. Bye, y'all. Seems a bit unlikely there. Anyways, yes. Countdown time. Yes, it's countdown time. Go to sleep, Alex. Please, go to sleep, alright? Everybody else, you get to enjoy life, alright? But Alex, you need to sleep. Alright, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright. Thank you, everybody, once again. And I'll see you guys very, very soon, okay?